Let's go into the replays. Get fired up. All right, let's see here. All right. Meow, meow, meow. We forgot a TL.net. I did. That was my bad. Jesus, I look red. Hello, vet. Hello, hello. All right, let's see here. Fuck. I forgot to make a TL.net post. That is a rip. How you doing? Oh yeah, no, I got you. Ah. Well, that's rough, bud. I'll be honest. I really want to be working on resume and doing other things because I fucked up hard. How you doing, Crazy Corey? Let's see where we left off at. Gretz. Okay, so hacker is up. How you guys doing? That's well, I mean that's still cool. Oh yeah, an ultra, it's nice. I can put mine on ultra, but it like I couldn't stream and play it. It definitely is pretty nice. Pretty nice. How you guys doing? So bro, what's up? Thanks, man. Low is where it's at. Yeah, I'm not doing the greatest because I just like looked at some things and I'm like, frick, I can't waste. Why am I, you know, doing tournaments right now when I could be, you know, trying to not be homeless? You know? That's where we're looking at. What up, guys? Yeah, Dave is fucked, is all that I'm getting at. I am officially fucked. So, consequently, Nika, I can't select music, man. We're doing a tournament. Sorry, Pally boy. How you guys doing? So, with that said, I am going to be having to... I'm probably just going to cast this weekend. I'm going to have... It's going to be tough for me. I'm going to try to. Today, maybe I might goof up and be on longer, whatever. Check out that song. I'm casting a tournament, dude. I like, come on. Like, nah. Like, I can't play it. I could before we'll play it now while we're waiting, I guess. I'll look at your message, but Like, come on, man. Galactic Empire, the Mandalorian. All right, well, I guess we can wait for a few and do it. I just fired up stream. For you, Nika. For you, Nika. All right, here we go. I guess I'll just catch up with you guys. Nah, you don't have to. I'm probably not going to show the video just because of the MCA stuff, but you guys can check it out. It's pretty sick. Because I'm doing a tournament. That's pretty sick. That's very sick. I like it. Oh, yo, it's on Spotify, too. That's sick. It's a sick video. Guys, I'd love to show the video, but... It's fucking badass, dude. Added to the playlist. It's a fucking... That's kind of funny video, but I mean, it's cool that they... The fucking costumes had to cost them some money. You're having a drink and smoke? I'm gonna try not to, but drink again, to say the least. Hell yeah. I would show the video, but like I said, because this is a tournament, I don't want to have it on. For obvious reasons. Oh, fuck. Why is my light broke? Guys, let me try to fix this. I have no idea what happened. This needs to be tightened up. Yeah, that's sick. I have like 9 million versions of Mandalorian, but I didn't have that one. Yo, that just came out 3 days ago. Sick, dude. Thanks, Nika. It's pretty based. Pretty based.
Finesse says Dave Testa.
What's up, Finesse? So, guys, I'm thinking about some things. And rather than thinking about some things, my ass was supposed to be doing stuff yesterday, and what do? We get drunk. So... I am probably just going to be cast. I'm going to try. I have to do this stuff, so I'm going to make myself do whatever I need to. But moving forward, Sando, thank you for the 13 months of Prime.
Sando_ just subscribe.
Thank you so much. As much as I've been relying on Twitch, I'm realizing, like, dude, I can't. I need to get some other work and shit, too, so I'm probably going to be streaming a lot less for a little while.
Sando_ says good morning. Testa.
It's just, I have to do it. I have to do it. Because otherwise I'm going to be homeless. Even though Twitch is providing me some income, it's not, you know, I gotta, like, try to gear up to get a real job. Let's be real here. It's been that long. It's time for Dave to, you know, do something. But in the meantime, I'm also, like, fuck, what do I do in term even before a paycheck? It's kind of fucked. So thank you. Kind of fucked here. All right, anyway, Hacker is top versus Gref. We got Hacker's noob. Oh, Hacker's noob, not Hacker's top. Look at me going on about stuff. I'm gonna try to clip this out in the VOD. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. We're gonna keep it going, guys. How you doing, Sando? Thank you again. What up, guys? All right, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Royal Blood in the blue. Give it up for Hacker's noob, who's a random player. Getting Zerg. And his opponent in the bottom left. He's 100% got a cannon rush. It is Gref. Wait, did I already cast this series? We're gonna find out. Because they're marked in separate players things. I might have to double check this because I casted the other day. I think I may have already casted this series. Well, we're going to cast this game anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we casted this. So this looks like a blind Roach Warren. And, well, with that being said, I'm pretty sure we casted this already. Gref is building the pylon. He wants to scout and see if there's a hatch. In a minute, probably, but maybe not. Yeah, I think we already casted this. Rip. I'm going to probably go ahead and say we did. So the problem is I got stuff submitted. All right. I'm almost 100%. We casted this. Rest in pieces. The problem is there is... Am
I?
Yo, Kappa, thank you for the 2 months.
You just blew your mind.
Kappa 101 just subscribed. GL with the KSL.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a rough time for thinking of that, but I have every intention of still doing everything for KSL. That's probably going to be my focus on StarCraft stuff. And streaming is KSL and ESL. And then whatever I can from there. For a while. So just a heads up on that, guys. So I do think I cut... I gotta look back. I don't think I covered... Hackers top versus... Must to die. Okay. Thank you so much. No, you didn't come in at a bad time. I'm just letting you guys know. Unfortunately, I gotta make some changes. So I don't think I casted this. I'm just trying to figure out where we're at because we have casted your mom. We're back to your mom, guys. No, you came in at a great time. Thank you for the Prime sub for 2 months. Right after Sando with the 13 months. Here we go. Anyway, this is going to be a funny one. I'm pretty sure we didn't cast this. But maybe we did. We'll find out. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner. Give it up for your mama. Also known as Must to Die in the red. And his opponent at the bottom right is Hacker's Noob, who got Protoss. And I don't believe I have casted this one, so we are on to a new series. We'll see what happens. Alrighty. So, that being said, it is just going to be a pylon scout from Protoss, who is actually a random player. He actually told them he's Protoss too. That was pretty based. Alright. Must have died trying to get a block here, and you know what he's asking him to? I wish I knew what that was in Ukrainian. But I have no fucking clue, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a double gate from Hacker's Noob, double gas. So he's playing pretty aggressively here. It is gonna be scouted, though, from our Terran player. A little delay on the Cyber Core? No Reaper or anything. That's interesting. Your mama's looking for a proxy, guys. Your mama is looking for a proxy, and guess what? Your mama is gonna be proxied. Oh, look at that. The recall with the gold minerals. What's the plan? Cyber Core's on the way. Reaper is just now started. I think your mama, aka Must to Die, is buying his opponent some time. Hacker's Noob, I think, is going to do the... Okay, he's going to do a proxy, and he's going to try to do the gas trick. However, there's a high ground CC. We'll see what happens from here. Reaper is just defensively looking around here. Wait, why is Hacker's Noob... Alright, this is hilarious. Hacker's Noob is using a probe all the way down here. He used the wrong control group to set a pylon over there. Oh my gosh, is he actually going to mine long distance rather than build the gas with this? This is wild. So it is going to be a double stalker opener. And our Terran player is just going to play defensive and turtley. This is a weird game. How you doing, Strawberry Jesus? Welcome, welcome. This game is already something strange. And it's going to be a Twilight Council. So 2-gate. Oh, he is going 4-gate. I mean, I would imagine he would be 4-gate on one base. Probably into Blink, but who knows with Hacker's Noob. He is a random player and has given us some funny games the other day. We will see what happens. All right. So it is going to be 3 racks factory from your mama. Again, these were played a couple days ago, but they've never been casted. Oh, it's a proxy Dark Shrine charge lot with 4 gates on one base. Is this guy doing a Dave build here? See, I would have a Nexus though, at least. This is all on one base, guys. Proxy DTs, let's go. Which could actually be pretty big. And that was a scan, so there's... With all the mulling and scans, DTs could be okay. But the problem is... He's gonna need a robo or something. Realistically. Because this is just a hold for Terran. It should be a hold for Terran anyway. Is getting an eBay too, so he's probably gonna have missile turrets by the time the Dark Shrine's done, but doesn't have any way to really attack anything. He's just gonna chew away into supply depots while he's getting mauled at by Marines in a bunker and outside. How you doing, Gene Sim? Yeah, this is the Sniper StarCraft League Ukrainian Cup, powered by... Whoa, I'm supposed to say powered by Hot-Headed Gaming, my mistake. The sponsor of this tournament. Alright, missile turrets coming out, stim and combat shields coming. There is a Nexus going down for Protoss at this late. And, yeah, he's not going to be able to get up there. He's looking around for ninja bases and proxies. This game is really strange. You would think this is like one of my ladder games. Except for more scouting from the Protoss. Alright, so there is going to be a robotics facility going down back at home. Blink is being researched behind it. That being said, stim and combat shields finishing up with a Raven and Marauders in production. This is not looking good for our Protoss player with the Army comp. He's going to probably want to get some Archons out. But he has no idea what our Terran player is doing. I wouldn't have hated him getting just getting a sentry. But the funny thing is, look at... Alright, the Army has to have some time to get over there. But now this is going to be a timing with a Raven. The DTs are going to be absolutely useless. Well, not entirely useless, but pretty much useless. Chargy boys coming in and trying to get us around, but they are just going to take some damage. DT's coming behind it. Yeah, he's going to want to back off. He knows there's a missile turret there. Okay, he is going to use a scan anyway. We got more DTs coming in. I think he should just go charge a lot Archon. Try to push in. Anyway, the second base is finished for a Protoss player. Reed 9. Bilech. I don't know what that means, but maybe you can enlighten me. Bilech. Alright, it's going to be 5 racks on one base with 2 orbitals for our Terran player. Concussive shells on the way, +1 as well. Our Protoss player just going into Blink. And it's looking really strange. Army supply is actually pretty close, but I'm surprised he's not making Archons. You need something. And when concussive shell comes, that's where stuff gets a little scarier as the Marauder count increases. Which is going to be a trifecta of Marauders for now until these other 2 gates come in. And also the Medevac's going to make this problem. Now he decides to make the Archons. Oh no. Nice force field though. The Archons finished just in the nick of time to clean up a lot of this army. Beautiful interference matrix though from our Terran player. Damn. Hey, what up, fisherman? This is a weird one for sure. All right, so we got a forge and another gate coming down for Protoss. So both players at a pretty good amount of production, but our Terran player is unable to mine off more than one base. He's still building workers, but some good trades for Protoss. All right. Oh, Observer goes down. We do have a little bit of Chardy boys coming. Nice force field, but guess what? That's the entirety of the Terran army pretty much. DT coming in hot behind it. The Raven going down was big for our Protoss player, but he's going to lose all of his army but the one DT, and, well, these 2 Stalkers probably are in trouble. He is able to blink away, but doesn't do so until a little later. He wants to chisel at some of this. DTs are hoping to get some work done, but his scan's probably going to be a bit... he has a scan ready. I don't know what he's doing. He might as well just send all the DTs. They probably would have killed all of this. Alright. DTs are going to be quite annoying here. Alright, he's going to land this for scans. But at the same time, that being said, it's going to use up some energy at least. There's going to be a couple scans available, though. I wouldn't hate Protoss to... Yeah, he could back off right here. But realistically, he has an observer. He's just being damn annoying with these DTs and everything he was doing. There was some sloppiness, but I still think he didn't make some good decisions nonetheless. Why aren't we scanning Terran? Oh boy. Oh, I know why. He wants him to get a few kills thinking he's alright, but DTs are hella expensive, my guys. And this observer is not going to be targeted. Liberator's going to scout this out. What do we got coming? Just an Archon for Protoss. Where's his army supply? Okay, back here. He's just backing the hell off. He's going to lose that Dark Shrine out of this, though. And the Liberator might actually get some kills. There's nothing really back at home to defend. Damn. Alright, Liberator is going to make its way in. Is Hacker's Noob going to pay attention? Okay, he does pull some boys. He's going to lose a worker or two, but ultimately has a couple Stalkers to deal with the Liberator. Only one was attacking. That being said, our Terran player is not looking for the proxy. And we do have a couple Zealots keeping some pressure on the other side of the map. Liberator's kind of contained over there for the moment. We need to fix our saturation on the Protoss' side. I think he might as well send those down a long-distance mine. But he's just kind of worried about whatever. He is up at base. That being said, look at the Terran. He's got 28 workers on here. This could be a boys pull push. And honestly, I wouldn't have hated it. He is ahead a bit. Even though he's behind economically. He probably should have went there. Because now we're going to start seeing disruptors. With +1 ground weapons on the way for Protoss. And no more upgrades for a Terran player. Because he really doesn't have the economy. He's not even going for another gas yet. But yeah. Alright, another disruptor coming. More DTs being morphed in. He's going to go for a little scout arena. But there is a missile turret here to totally Shrek the DT. Okay, it's going to go out or in range. Nice body blocks. He's getting 3 workers. Wow, a scan even though it's right near the missile turret. I don't blame him. And there was a Raven. He might as well... That DT wouldn't have gotten too much done. This is hilarious. The mind games of a random player, guys. The mind games from Hacker's Noob. Alright, now there's Ghost out, though. Terran player didn't get... Oh, he did get infantry armor. Okay. So this proxy is going to be done, and... Yeah, I'd say he should probably get out as many DTs as he can if he wants to go Archon heavy, but there's going to be a lot of Ghost. So he's going to rebuild it. He's going to build a Templar Archives instead to make... to actually make Archons after, possibly go into Storm 2, but our Protoss player is looking alright. He's got 4 bases. Army's pretty big from our Terran player, but how much pressure he put on and how much he delayed. Protoss has a pretty decent army for this. 2 Disruptors, 4 Archons, and a ton of charge lots. Oh man, nice Nova is going to catch a bunch of the army. Does put a lot of damage on the tank, and here comes some things from the side flank. Archon's pushing into the front. They are going to take a lot of damage, but ultimately, our Protoss player is going to be forced to recall. Sadly for him, the Archon goes down. Disruptor right here does catch nothing. No, he doesn't use it. Oh no, he's not paying attention. He just threw a Disruptor away for free. So our Terran player holds, does win the fight with a little bit of superior numbers. Yeah, we'll see what happens from here. Another robotic facility's done. More gates getting produced from our Protoss player. Terran's just now starting at 3rd CC. And this is where the problem's going to be. Protoss has so many gates. He has so much production. And now with double Robo Disruptor production, this could be pretty scary. Ghosts are pretty good against Archons, but I don't see him having a lot of them out yet. All right, as you can see, the army supply of Protoss is starting to tip over the Terrans. He's got the economy, he's got the production. I wonder if he's saying something about him being a 4K MMR, like if there's some trash talk. All right, that being said, medevac is going out. And we'll see what happens from here. Observer going to the other side. Army kind of clumped up over here from Protoss, but there's going to be a drop attempted. Just a Marine drop. Not a mucho else. He says he's not bad for 4K. Is that a joke or is that for real? Is he actually 4K? That would be quite interesting. But this does look like something like I would do. Gee, Jesus, that's hilarious. If that's the case, that's some good flaming because he's getting cheesed pretty hard. And we gotta hand it to Hacker's Noom. This is definitely like a well-written poem out of the Protoss book of bullshit right here, this game. Yeah, Terran is pretty dead. Oof. Yeah, this would take a pretty big throw, to be honest with you. There's no armory. There's no 2-2 coming for Terran. +3 ground weapons on the way for Protoss. He's got a lot of disruptors. And he is going to clean a lot of this up. Tanks are going to be a bit of a problem, but he's just going to blink forward, clean it up. GG is called. And Hacker's Noob is going to cheese his way to victory. He is going to cheese his way to victory. Whoa, what am I doing? Yeah, that was certainly a fun one. Oh, what the fuck just happened? I accidentally clicked on collections. All right, let's go to game 2. All right. So again, a TV random. And let's see what race our random player gets. All right, he is not out just yet. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner, representing Panic in the red. Give it up for your mom. And his opponent in the bottom left. From HCT, give it up for Hacker's Noob, who's got Zerg this time in the blue. Now, all I can say is I hope our Terran player SCV scouts. That last game just felt awkward. That was definitely a strange one. That was definitely a strange one for sure. Alrighty. Alright, we got a pool and gas. And we'll see what happens. No hatch. It's just pool gas right off the rip. This could probably be a roach rush. We'll see. From our Zerg player. No scout from Terran. And it looks like he might even... It could be a Marine right here, but he might be going for a Reaper Fast expand, which would be possibly a little rough for our Terran player. With no SCV scout. Feels bad, man. Okay, SCV, yeah, he's going for a Reaper Fast expand. Look at this. He might go Marine, but either way, pool is finishing up. Our Zerg player is getting that gas. And, I don't know. This could be a little rough. Ukrainian random player. Sounds scary. That's like you have the option of getting Bly, Gref, and like Rough in one opponent. I mentioned Rough, but I just don't know. I can't remember who would be. I'm trying to think of a Ukrainian Terran cheeser. So I just went full NA with that one, baby. Oh, sixthlings are going to be able to cause a lot of trouble here for our Terran player. Oh, no. Oh, no. More lings are coming. He's going full send. There's a baneling nest and metabolic boost. And I don't know what's being said, but I can tell you right now, our red Terran player can't be too happy. He is going to try to send the Reaper over to get some information, maybe pick off a couple lings if he can. Is not going to do so. Wait, what? He's just going to hide up here. Bullion. Well, the baneling nest is going to finish. This is his metabolic boost. Is it lagging? Does it seem really bad? I don't see any drop frames or anything. Is it maybe a little slow? But unless Twitch is having some issues, I don't see anything on my end. We might have a little bit of stuff, but... Zerg player said he's bad at Zerg. Oh. Oh, this could be over pretty quickly. It's a lot of lings and a lot of banes. And this wall is not going to be enough. A Hellion's out. Oof. I think he should have went for a Widow Mine. So now he's supply blocked, and there's a lot of lings in there. There's another baneling coming in. A couple Marines in production. There's just a Reaper out to try to fight for now. One Marine does go immediately down. The Reaper falls. And that's it. He just cheesed his way to victory. So a hacker is noob, or aka hacker is top. I'm just updating some stuff for the scores. All right, so hackers top versus ours. Thank you guys for the translation. Oh, and I had a few messages. And let's start it off. Game number 1 is on grass-fed. And it looks like we will see. It's jumping. Yeah, I am having a little bit of lag. I could restart my stream, but I'd rather not fuck up everything if I could. Oh, wow. I'll try to close out of a bunch of shit I have to, because unfortunately, let's see if this works out. But I'm not seeing any drop frames. All right, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Gresfin in the blue. Give it up for Hacker's Noob, getting Protoss. And his opponent in the upper left, he's green. Give it up for ours. And yeah, we'll see what happens. How you doing, Sniper? Welcome, welcome. The guy that organized this event. Alrighty. Is this going to be a pretty standard opener? No racks on the other side of the map from ours. And it is going to be a pylon scout for now. It is going to be a double gas from our Protoss player. We saw him double gate in the previous series where he got Protoss. But we'll see what happens. What is this pylon? This is spicy. It's mind games. He wants him to think he's playing against Gref, but that's just... I guess it forced a couple SCVs for like seconds to not mine, which is kind of not worth it, but it did only cost him 25 minerals, so... we'll see. That being said, there's no cyber core right away. This guy likes to land his cyber cores we saw previously. Possibly going to be a Stargate opening. But we did see a 4-gate DT. All right, is it still looking like it's lagging, guys? I'm just curious. At my end, it's looking like, well, I see a little bit of jitteriness somewhere, but we'll just try to work it out. Anyway, that being said, there is going to be a proxy pylon here. It's going to be scouted. All right, nice idea to scout with the Marine, but funnily enough, our Terran player decided not to go for it. Marine is going to go back. You know, it'd be big brain as if he just proxied right back at the same location. Okay, he's going to proxy over here. So this is delaying his... messing with his build. I think he was going to go proxy Stargate if I was to guess from that location. Blech is a Russian Ukrainian swear word. I don't know what it means, but it has the required effect when insulting Russians. Gotcha. Okay, it's double robo. We've actually seen this guy do double robo builds against Zerg, as he did nothing but charge lots and disruptors in a previous series. So this is a spicy one. This is like next level Dave builds right here. He's not just going one robo, he's going double robo. So he's probably going for a mortal drop. If I was to guess, he could go right into disruptor drop, but I would imagine he's going to go into a mortal and a prism first. The fact that he's warp gating another gate, it could just be an immortal, 2 stalkers, and we'll see. I'm not 100% sure. Widowmine did catch something over here. And let's take a look at what that was. It was a stalker. Oof, unlucky for our Protoss cheeser. Our random Protoss cheeser. Skipping every 30 seconds. Well, I'm just trying to take a look at what could be causing it. Well, let's see. Yeah, I just saw that actually. It was Protoss in the first game. Zerg the second game. Alright. Yeah, I am seeing the little stuttering here. I gotta see what's going on. Guys, I might have to do some things here. I'll fix it after this game, I guess, but... yeah, I'm definitely seeing some stuttering, and it is not my connection. It's something going on with my PC. Alright, this is an interesting little drop from our Terran player. He's doing the work on the Cybercorp. There's a Widowmine. And he's going to indefinitely micro this. So the problem is there's 2 robos on the other side of the map. Stalker is going to be sacrificed to the gods. And, well, there is an armory behind this, isn't there? Nope, no armory. So he didn't target fire the Widowmine. So this is just going to be 2 immortals pumped out in the front. There still is a Widowmine over here, too. And there's the Warp Prism. Cyclone and Raven going to be a problem, but 2 immortals with the Warp Prism might be able to do this. Oh, yeah, that's 1 dead Cyclone, if there ever was one. Widowmine even going to get some damage done to it. Marines coming in. I don't know about that Warp and Chachi. Oh, well, between the friendly fire and the immortals, that was a sure bet death to that, okay, that was actually worth the sacrifice of it. We need to see some Warp Prism micro, though. This Warp Prism is next to dead. But he doesn't want to lose these immortals to SCVs. That being said, a Widowmine drop kills 11 workers. Well, a Widowmine and... oh, God, I don't even know. This game is scrappy. A 3rd immortal came into play. I didn't even see that come in behind this, but what a weird game. We got another immortal and another Warp Prism. This is an old-school build. An old-school cheese. And, yeah... one of the immortals is going to get thrown away. But I don't think it matters. We'll see. A Protoss player, yeah, did clean this up over here. Let's see what's... no, he's... wow, that's like... still alive, but next to dead. And... problem is the Viking more than anything. The Siege Tank is going to clean up the immortal. A Protoss player warping in a few more Stalkers is going to take in the immortal. I think Protoss needs... oh my gosh, what is he doing? He really should have worked on cleaning this up. Protoss has not been mining this whole time, though. That's the bigger issue. And, there's gonna be even more workers dead. Well, never mind. It's actually pretty even workers, but our Terran player has 2 CCs. So that is a bit of a problem. The Big Daddy Immortal's put in the work, but he's comically chiseling at SCVs 1 at a time, so you can one-shot them after the fact. GG. And Hackers Noob shows us some good cheesy stuff. Call tech support. Nah, I can't help that my computer's not like the fastest fucking computer in the planet, just saying. But I probably could have used a clean boot. Especially now, it's the least of my concerns. Unfortunately, at the moment. Alright, so game number 2. We'll be going on to Neo-Humanity. Yeah, I don't really have too much open. Weird. Let me see if there's anything. I'm going to close out of Spotify for now. Fuck it. Let's just make sure this is clean for game 2. See if it improves anything. All right. And we'll see what happens in our next game. So we had another cheesy game number 1 from Hackers Noob. All right, anyway, spawning in the upper left-hand corner. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner, it is Hacker is Noob in the red. And he is up a point. And his opponent in the bottom right, give it up for Hours in the green. How you doing, Satan Savior? Well, thank you, bud. I honestly need to get back to work myself, as you know. Like, I honestly, earlier on, I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be casting tonight. Or tomorrow. Or Sunday. Because I have to, get shit done. But anyway. We are at that point. That's alright, man. Love to see Dave win big with clutch builds. Yeah, I know. I'm probably going to try to keep it to just casting. I might actually have to turn down some stuff this weekend. Yeah, it's life, but unfortunately, I have way more serious problems that I should have been dealing with in the last couple of months. But I had, right now, immediately, it's pretty scary shit. So, that being said, double gas going for this. And considering how much I cast and stream, I think it's okay for me to, you know, turn some stuff down. All right, that being said, it is going to be a standard TBT opener. No cheese this game in the immediate. We might see a 1-1-1 on one base. But right now it's looking very straightforward TBT. Nothing too crazy. But I'm sure we're going to have some wildness going on here. One of these guys, a random player. All right, Reaper is going to go out for get some information. He's going to take this on like a watchtower. Meanwhile, it's a reactor opener from his opponent. Honestly, if he got in, he can potentially get a couple worker kills. It's going to be a double Marine opener, and it is going to be a 1-1-1 from Hackers Noob. This is reminding me of an old Hanmano build. There's a lot of people that do these. But I have a feeling it's going to be a Marine tank drop. Could be a Cyclone push, but it's probably going to be a Marine tank drop right here. That being said, the tank is going down with a medevac. All right, we do have a Cyclone coming out from Hours with Magfield accelerators. He's going into mech. And previously, the other day, we did see that Hours is a big fan of mech. So we'll see what happens. There's a nice supply block for our Red Terran on one base. Hours is going to try to give us a game in the macro style, but macro mech. The toss won. Yeah, it was, he won with that double proxy robo gateway proxy. That is an old school cheese. That was definitely a fun game. Hackers Noobs bringing us some funny stuff. For sure. Alright, so this is a Marine tank push with the medevac coming right behind it. Cyclone and everything buying some time. Actually, that barracks is helping him take away some tension. Oh, it's a Viking. Alright, but funnily enough, another factory coming down for ours. Ours is going to mech it happen. And, yeah, we've seen a mech against every race, actually, in this tournament. Mechro, exactly. He's a Mechro player, Drew. Alright, he's going to lose the barracks, so he's going to have to rebuild another one. So that's going to prevent him from building factories. Right now, it's only double factory production. We got Vikings coming out, and it is going to be battle mech. It's all Cyclones. He does have a siege tank, but for now, he's going to get a few more Cyclones. And Magfield is going to be finished up here in a second. What is nice about that is he can take care of the Vikings. And he does have the option to switch into tanks too, which he's going to need to in TBT. Cyclones versus tanks. After a little bit, it's not going to work out too well for you. There's absolutely nothing for high ground vision. He's going to let the Reaper die. Oh no! He had a family. That being said, the two Cyclones looking pretty injured on the other side from trying to fight into a tank. Alright, nice hold position there. With the Cyclone, he didn't lose it. He's going to pull back because he knows he's going to get shot. Well, we have a little back and forth going on here with the tanks. And it looks like ours is going to throw away a tank. Not like this. Other Cyclone needs to pull back to be repaired, but realistically, he's getting more tanks out, but that's about it. He's just on 2 factory tank production, and literally that's all. Another factory coming down. Problem is, there is going to be a Liberator. Right, so Magfield Accelerator Cyclones could be good against Liberators, but... and okay against Vikings, but at the end of the day, it is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, okay, he does clean up a Viking. But this just seems like a bit of a war of attrition at the front line of ours base. Alright, that was actually a nice little defensive position for ours. Hackers Noob is on 1 base, so... okay, he's just now going at 6 minutes to build another CC. Has he been macroing behind this at all? No, he's on 1 base saturation, and that's it. So, this is the point where the economy boost is going to probably help out our Green Terran player, but he's not going for a starport at all. It's just going to be tanks and Cyclones. This is definitely a weird one. Oh, yeah, as Sniper Sand, you can actually, if you want to support the tournament, you can get the replays of the entire event. There's a lot of series. This is just Group Stage A for $10 on matcherino. Thank you for that, Sniper. Thank you for reminding me, Harry. Good time to mention it. And we do have some more known players coming up. Alrighty. And it is to support our Ukrainian players. Alright, siege tank is going down, and well, yeah, there's no saving that tank. He didn't unsiege fast enough. Oh, he's trying to break the position. He's pulling the boys, trying to force some friendly fire, but damn, it's gonna be a lot of STVs lost. Scrappy game. Alright, Vikings possibly gonna be landed. Oh no, the Cyclone's going down. Yeah, that Viking is going to go down, but... alright, this is the weird part. There's nothing to really break the siege. Siege tank's just gonna plow forward with the Cyclone and clean it all up. Good decision from ours. Meanwhile, we have another tank, more Vikings coming across the map, and 1 Marine. He's now on... funnily enough, like, the economy's still in ours' favor. At the same time, he's been mining a little more, but throwing the boys away was okay. His opponent just now kind of started situating another base. Oh, God, this is funny. You know, I wouldn't have hated to see an armory go down in here for ours. he's already ahead. He might as well have been starting vehicle weapons +1. That being said, he is going to get an armory just now. But he could have really started getting ahead on vehicle weapons at the least. So his tanks would be a little punchier. All right, army supply looking in favor of ours. He doesn't have any kind of air whatsoever. He's just now built the starport somewhere. Yeah, okay, here it is. And he is going into a reactor. So he's just going to go into tanks and Vikings after this. With some cyclones here and there. I would imagine he's going to stop producing cyclones more so. But we'll see. Alright, this cheeky marine. Wait, what the hell is this? Is this a glitch? No. Oh, it was trapped. What the hell? He trapped a marine here in the center. That is too funny. So somewhere in here I missed this, guys. It's mostly because I'm a little shot today. But the fucking marine got trapped in here. Let's go. John Wick. Oh man, that is great stuff. I don't think I've ever seen anybody drop the rocks to trap a marine in that center position. Just one unit. Incredible. Alright, not a lot happening. Cyclone's going to try to get some information. He's going to scan. And he's going to force a cancel on the CC. Well, that's 100 minerals and some lost time on a CC. And that being said, the third base is already established for ours. Does have a slight army supply lead and a worker lead. But at this point, Hacker's Noob is able to macro a bit. Alright, vehicle weapons +1 on the way. We do have another starport coming, and we have Thors coming. Interestingly enough. So this is full-on mech versus bio. And no eBays. Oh, actually, we're just going to see our armory, yeah. Okay, maybe he's going to try to get to mech too. He should have the read that he's playing against mech, but... Oh, okay, that's cute. He kills the rocks behind here. That's funny, it's called rocks, but that's definitely not rocks. Let's be real here, guys. It looks like some kind of... I don't know. Well, the Scouter Marine is going down. Who's Marine in it? It was Hacker's Noob's Marine. I'm like, is that going to give him some scouting? Not really. It's trapped down. You can't really see anything of the high ground when you're trapped below in the rock, so... That's just too hilarious. It's definitely a first time I've seen that. You just mentioned it to him? I didn't see what happened. I kind of wanted to go back and see what happened there. He's having a good laugh. Noise. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's just... There's no doubt about it. It's just funny. It's the little shit and big StarCraft fun. Right there when you just see random shit like that happen on goofy maps like Neo Humanity. I really wish I saw what caused that. Anyway, let's take a look at the tank count. It's 9 and counting tanks to just... Oh, now 6. With 12 Viking production. Problem is there's... double starport production of Vikings, so he's actually going to be getting 4 out at a time now. So he's going to catch up immediately on Vikings. And that being said, we do have 2 factories from Hacker's Noob. Still, this is quad factory, actually 5 factory production. No, just got the eBay from ours. So I think we're just in a turtley game now at this point. Cyclone's out in the middle of the map. SCV's going to scout around, or no, they're going to go build a base. Okie dokie. Well, I don't know if that's the most efficient way to go about it, but I think he is going to just immediately send it over. And I like the scouter barracks over here. He's looking for drops or anything. But realistically, this is all of just the tank Viking war primarily between both of them. That said, Hacker's Noob is about to finish vehicle weapons +1 in a little bit. And he is getting a pretty aggressive posture, but Hacker's Noob is leading the Viking count. That Thor is going to be helpful, though. And is going to force the base to be lifted. There's even a Cyclone over here killing some more SCVs. Cyclone's going to be surrounded, though. He's not paying attention because he's got to worry about not losing his whole army. Gets a few units and prevents that from being dropped onto. So a lot of lost mining. Thor is actually getting the tank in the front. Cyclone and Thor are doing some work over here. And a lot of these tanks are just getting eviscerated. There are more tanks coming in the back line. Well, one of these is going to go down, but does it get another shot? No, it doesn't. Still, I'd say those were some pretty decent trades for ours. He's ahead on supply. He's got to move more of his army together, I feel like. He's got more Vikings. Now it's the Scan Wars. It's like that shitty movie Scanners back in the day. Like the Ewoks on Royal Blood, exactly. True sniper. Alright, we do have a 5th CC going down for ours. Hackers and Noob is only able to mine at 3 bases. He changed his position, but now the attack's coming from the other flank. I think this was scouted. Okay, now tanks' positions are scouted over here too. Vikings are coming in. Some Hellbats pushing in. It's interesting. He's going for Infernal Pre-Igniters. So we got Blue Flame Hellions coming. Vikings gonna try to duke it out, but it looks like there's more. Yeah, that's just GG. It was more versus less. Yeah, exactly, Narmok. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Where the guy's head blows up, that do be Scanners. All right, game number 3 is on Royal Blood. Speaking of which, good old Scanners. And that is right where we left off with. All right, anyway, going on to game number 3. Winner does advance here. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner. Give it up for Hacker is Noob in the blue. Again, he's Protoss this time. And his opponent in the bottom left, give it up for ours in the green. So we got a PVT this time. And we know there's going to be something cheesy from Hacker is Noob. The cool thing is we don't know what Cheesy's doing. He's a random player. Yeah, he walked map through. Yes. Alright, anyway, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it is kind of funny. It's like... This map reminds me of like a hybrid of StarCraft 2 and Warcraft. I just thought pirates when I saw it. I'm like, yar. We got the gold doubloons in the carpets. I don't know. I think we need some like skull and crossbones on this map to give it a nice finishing touch. Like a flag and... Ahoy, tater tooter. The youngest, freshest caster ever. I don't know about that. I feel like Beowulf takes that category by a long shot. And I'm sure there's younger casters than him. There are, like Blarg, but... You know... As far as energy and stuff. And I have a call from my mom. Jesus, fuck. Guys, I don't know what to say. Let me mute for a second, and I'm gonna follow. Okay. Okay, and I was muted. That's good. At least you didn't hear my conversation, but... yeah. How you doing, Angeros? Alright, it is going to be a little cheeky push from ours this game. He does like his mech But this is going to be at least a push. And we've seen him play mech against Protoss before. This is a 1-base build against a 2-base build, kinda. A little earlier pressure from Protoss, but he's not going to be able to do anything against this with 2 Stalkers. Yeah, there's a Widow Mine and 6 Marine Drop. Between both these guys, they're putting on a little bit of a clown fiesta of a thing. How you doing, Gene Sim? Jeros?
Gene Sim says, oh my god.
There we go.
It's tatatuta in the chat.
Ha. Yeah, guys, and if you want to help out Sniper StarCraft League, you can look into the Z merch. Other than supporting the matcherino, and he does have replays available. Well, replays of the whole event when it's all played out will be available for Group B, C, all of them. You know, other than just this one. This is Group Stage A, or the tail end of it. All right, little pickoffs here. 14 workers do fall, and we'll see what happens. Oh, it's just the playoffs. Okay. Okay, it's just the playoffs. Not the entire event. Gotcha. 15 workers fall. It's rough for our Protoss player, but meanwhile, our Terran player is going to have another CC down. Stalker's not able to do much of anything. He's catching a few Marines. Yeah, it's looking really rough for Protoss. He lost 4 Stalkers and 15 workers for just a couple Marines and like an SCV. In the Widow Mine, also going to be a bit of a problem. There is no armory with this, luckily, but it is not looking good for Protoss. He's got 2 gates and a robo, and that's it. Not a lot of gas mining. And, oh no, he is at Twilight. Yeah, we've seen him go DTs and stuff before, but he's not even able to get to blink or charge or anything. Honestly, he's going to probably want charge against this. That being said, it's going to be Cloak Banshee on top of this. It's not looking good for Protoss right now, folks. He's got an Immortal in production, no Observer, but he's going to need a Big Daddy Immortal to hold this, and a shield battery for that matter. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is a pretty scary push for Terran, and our Protoss player has no idea. Oh, he does have an Observer. He is going to see this is coming, but it's going to be too late to get his shield battery up, and with no charge lots and no... And I'm more thinking of the tanks and the Cyclone and everything else. It's going to be kind of tough to fight this. He's no shield battery. He does have Guardian Shield available, but that's about it. Raven is coming for following up with this, and yeah, there's more reinforcements. That being said, where's the Banshee? Oh, it's in the main base. That's why I'm like, I thought I saw it somewhere. All right, anyway, a lot of pressure over here. Immortals, oh, a little bit of move command RNG glitch right there. That was actually kind of a smart move, but the lack of A move means ours is going to take it. There just wasn't enough there. How you doing, Raven? All right. Gene and everybody, Tater. All right, so that was it. So that was ours taking that series. And Hackers top giving us, both those guys giving us a fun one. All right, we're going to have Hellraiser series now. Gouda Gouda. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So we got Hellraiser versus ours. So we got a player... You guys should know. It's going to be interesting. It's been a minute since I've had any Hellraiser games. Typing to me in Discord, cast, yeah. Honestly, we're taking our time, Skitoo, anyway. All right, going on to our first game of this series. Ours is a strange player, I gotta say. He is liking his mech and his cheeky builds. Like, that seemed like a pretty standard, basically 1.5 base bush, I'll call it. Anyway, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo Humanity. In the blue. Give it up for ours. And his opponent in the upper left, finishing the Ukrainian flag. It is Hellraiser in the yellow. You got the blue and yellow match. 1900 coffee. Yeah, I might make some coffee. I have some coffee, rather. I don't think we're going to be doing any, I don't think I'm going to be hitting the sauce tonight, guys. Either way. Alright. That said, it's going to be just, well, it is a pylon scout from Hellraiser. He's going to go in, not really harassing the barracks right now. He's just getting a scout, seeing that it's not double gas. Well, he saw that it's double gas, so it's a good bit of information. And yeah, again, it's been a minute since I've seen Hellraiser. Hours. At least that's what I was told before. Rice has bit of this RSO. Yeah, it sounds like some wild shit. It sounds like some strong shit there, bud. Alright, it is going to be a core before Nexus from Hellraiser, which is obviously pretty standard and it's pretty smart. You wouldn't want to go Nexus first against this. I mean, I guess some people could. Yep. For sure. All right, Reaper is on its way out, and we'll see what happens from here. Yeah, no, I mean, Dave needs wild shit like getting a fucking job, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's the wild shit Dave needs in his life right now. Let's be honest here, guys. Oh, Reaper did take a snag. We'll see that. Okay. And I'll see what happens. Okay, it is going to be a couple Reapers for, yeah, Reapers and Hellion opener from ours. And our Protoss player, Mr. Hellraiser, is not walling off there. He's just walling off at the top for a little Reaper Sim City. Going for Stargate. Is just now getting Warp Gate. It's a pretty standard Stargate opener, but he does have a... He does have a Stalker at the least. Stalker will be a little helpful with this. Is he going to finish this off? Oh. Nope, that Reaper is going to live. Hellion's going to push across with another Reaper. The other Reaper coming from behind us. And another Hellion in production. Dep's going to push forward. Is going to scout this up. Is he paying attention? Hellraiser is going to pull back. Oh, yeah. You and... Between the bunch of you guys can handle your Swede more than Old Man Dave can, that's for sure. Uncle Dave... Nah, man. You know. Fisherman, you know. Skitoo, thank you for the $10 donation.
Skitoo donated $10. 1 6-pack. Resume tomorrow.
1 6-pack. Resume tomorrow. What do you mean by... Oh, resume tomorrow. Yeah, you're right. I have beer here already, and funnily enough, my mom was just calling. She's like, Dave, do you have food? Like, how are you even, like, eating? But I'm like, funny about that, I probably should have not bought as much groceries lately. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made, folks. Reaper's getting a lot of work done over here, actually. Hellraiser seems like he's going to be in for a bit of a problem here with Cloak Banshees. And Skitoo reading the chat, too. Text to voice, text to speech, brother. Yes. Dude, it is fine. We like the TTS here. You can TTS away. I mean, yeah, everybody's getting used to the 100 channel points TTS again. But you know something? I think we need to raise it up more. Like, Sal even said, he's like, Dave, you need to make that at least 200 bits. Like, come on, man. You're driving yourself crazy here. And who am I going to argue with Sal? I control Sal, but I'm not going to argue with Sal. Just like Skatu does. Alright. 4 Phoenixes picking stuff up. But thank you again, Skatu. Alright. Brain's a little off. Don't argue with the Canadian. Yeah, they might apologize too much. And I will say, I'd win the apologizing more.
Underscore says Dave Testa Untitled is Twitch's largest independently owned StarCraft and music organization, renowned as the mastermind behind the much-loved Not a Build, behind Dark Shrine, Proxy Gateways, Princeton University, and ever-growing Kirktown.
I mean, you're not wrong, but anyway, my brain's a little off anyway. Skatu, I drank a lot last night into the morning, unfortunately, which is embarrassing, but just because of my hours, I didn't think about it. So we are gearing up for this. At some point, I'll probably get my head on here. All right, here it is. It's Mech from Mr. Mech Man going into double factories hours. I called it. You know who he kind of reminds me of a little bit in his plays, though not as cheesy, is Lille Kneen, the Danish mech player. I have not seen Lille Kneen play in some time. If anybody's familiar with this. Crack one open to ease the pain. Yeah. Get a little bite of the... whatever the fuck. The hair of the dog that bit you. Exactly. Alright, anyway, Cyclone gonna take out a Phoenix. Phoenixes have been pretty useful this game, but there's just gonna be a lot of bio. Robotics Bay just coming. I think we did have a little bit of a commitment to Phoenixes in the Oracle, delaying the Robo Bay, but this is gonna be Thors. This is gonna be tanks and Thors and Cyclones and Hellions, oh my, with Infernal Pre-Igniters. It's a bold move to go Mech versus Protoss, but if Protoss continues on to this kind of play, I don't know. Once Thors are out, Phoenixes are gonna be a bit of a problem. Hell, I mean, there's gonna be Vikings too, so more than likely. I think it's just gonna be mostly factory production. The bio was a debate. Like, these Marines are all just a debate. It's like, it was a ruse to get him to go into the Colossus originally, but he's gonna get into Mortal instead now. Don't hate it. 4th base going down for Protoss. Their Terran player's gonna land his 3rd. So ours definitely brings us some a different way to play TVP. I gotta. Oh, the rap competition with Flap. We should have actually done that. We need to actually plan a rap competition with Flapjack and I, to be honest. All right, Hellions. Gonna get some pressure here. And Stalkers and Immortal gonna clean this up. 2 probes falling, that's about it. And we'll see what happens from here. Alright, we do have some siege tanks and Thors. Posturing out. 4th base going down for Hellraiser. And we'll see what happens. I don't hate the pylon. It's not necessarily just a proxy. It's more for scouting. To see if there's any drops or pushes. This El Naga Watchtower just kind of reaffirming some vision. But I don't know why his Phoenixes are just staying right there. Okay, this is going to be a push from Terran, and it's going to be pretty big. Oh, is this Stasis Ward going to be revealed? It is. So that's probably going to be instantly cleaned up. That could be really big, though, if it landed. But I'm pretty sure it's just going to go right down. And Protoss just doesn't have a lot to deal with this. No charge. It is finishing up. Oh! That Stasis Ward does come in clutch. It doesn't get the tanks and Thors, but still, getting the Hellbats is actually going to help him out. If charge was done, it'd be a lot better, but unfortunately he does not. Okay, it's going to finish up here. He actually had a chance to pounce on this with that Stasis Ward, which is pretty good. So at that point, that's where Oracles could come in pretty nicely. That said, the Zealots are going to come in and get kind of shredded by the, well, not really shredded, but burnt to pieces by all these Hellbats. This is a weird, definitely a weird one. Do what you want. You answer to no one, you lucky dog. Oh my gosh, that's funny. You reminded me of Bill Murray in Scrooged. Tater Tooter. Alright, anyway. Zealots pushing in here. A Viking is going to tackle this War Prism. That is definitely going to go down, but he needs to get some damage. You can't let Mech go uncontested. At the least, the thing against playing against Mech is you need to deny expands. So at this point, he has to do everything he can to deny a 4th base and continue to macro and just keep upgrading. The more you deny the bases, then you eventually have to kill the army, and that usually is the problem with mech against Protoss. This mech gets really expensive, and if you can't take the bases, it is a bit of a problem. But if you get ahead of the Protoss economy, you're just gonna dominate. Though Protoss could still come back in some cases. It's weird. Alright, Hellraiser is kind of grouping up here. I wouldn't hate him to get some disruptors. He needs a couple disruptors, I think, to take care of the... It's not so much that we're going to probably see too high of a Thor count. It's more for the Hellbats. But it will help against the Thors too, but he is getting a decent amount of Immortals. I don't hate the fact that he's got this comp. Getting more Immortals, getting some Archons, and getting Chargy boys. But that being said, it is double Forge versus double vehicle plating and weapons. So Protoss will have a little bit of an upgrade spike. And honestly, this is why they had... This is literally why, if you notice, the upgrades for Terran kind of go a little speedier. Since the patch, I kind of allowed Protoss to actually have some kind of footing on upgrades, because before it would just take... The little differences in time they had would seem like an eternity, even with Chrono Boost. In this matchup. 15 workers fell for Hellraiser. And honestly, ours seems to be... He cleaned up his whole series previously, undefeated. So the last time we saw him get a map taken off of him with that double proxy robo gateway weird push from Hackers Noob, that was a little different. How you doing, Sibajon? Protoss apologist? No. Oh, I'm not apologizing. I'm just saying mech's bad. Like, he's doing some work, but this, my friends, is why you don't play mech versus Protoss. It can make for fun games for you, but realistically, it usually tain't very good. It's just not a good idea. Alright, well, that being said, this base looks like it's almost done, but oh, the Stalkers can't finish the job. The Orbital's gonna live. How you doing, Sibajon? Oh, man. That being said, tanks do be strong. And Immortals and Charge Lots trying to clean this up. Some Stalkers in the back flank. The remaining Phoenix is going to help save the day, and the Stalkers are going to clean this up. That was actually a beautiful cleanup from Hellraiser. Army supply is dead even, and there's just so many tanks, though. Mech is very strong, but at the same time, like... Yeah, you know, it relies on a few things. Alright, so we are going to see a Planetary Fortress going down for hours. He does have a 4th base, but it's 91 to 48 workers. So if you guys think about it, Protoss is kind of playing like a Zerg player, more or less. He's just pumping up that economy, and why is he building 6 more workers, though? I don't think he needs that many. Eventually, he's going to have to trade them out, but you do need to have the economic lead. He's insuring it, and maybe he's expecting to trade some out inadvertently. With some little pushes. Now, cleaning out the map here, the funny thing is when you're against Mech 2, you got to make some interesting decisions. If you clear all the rocks, it gives Mech a easier path, but at the same time, you can get lucky and catch tanks out of position with charge lots. So that's probably why Hellraiser is doing it. If there's a push and he catches it, he can get some big catches on tanks, which is the scarier part. Oh, We are going to see some Archons being made. And oof. 80 workers falling down for our Protoss player, bringing him to 90. He's still building 6 probes at a time. What is he doing? Hellraiser. What are you doing, you madman? This is 96 probes. 98 probes. Now, if we see 2 more Nexuses go down, we're basically watching Haas at this point with more gas. Green Ultralist, let's go. 98. All right. GG. And Hellraiser's done it. Weird fucking game. Hey, thanks for the raid, Florencio. Imagine if you made 99. True. Thank you for the raid, guys. Make sure you give Florencio a follow. Terran Army comp's not viable. I don't know. I think he should have... I think if he went Marine, Tank, Marauder, Ghost, and Widowmine. Yeah. So I do apologize. We have a little bit of lag. Was it doing this yesterday? I think it might have been, but I really could use a clean boot, but I do not want to restart my computer mid-tournament, so I guess we're going to kind of stuck with it. Let me see something. I'm going to try to see if there's something I can do to fix this up. I hope you had a good stream, Flo. Yesterday, I discovered that using Diophantine equation, the Diophantine equation, that Terran and Protoss should be the most broken races, but according to theory of relativity, it's actually random. Got some food to eat? Hell yeah, Florencio. You enjoy your food, brother, man. Guys, I'm just trying to clean this up before we go on to our next series. Ah, frick. Trying to change something here, and I can't remember where the heck it is. Here we go. I'm hoping this will help it. All right. How you doing, Random Rye? What's up? How you doing, Finesse, too? So we're going to go into game number 2. Another TVP. Here we are. And he is down a map, but not out, spawning in the upper left-hand corner. In the blue, give it up for hours. And his opponent in the bottom right, give it up for Hellraiser. In the yellow, the Ukrainian colors. You were enjoying that music? Ha! Nice. How you doing, Boris? Alrighty. Well. We'll see what's happening here. Sorry, I just had to check something. We are looking like a pretty standard setup for an opener. It's the Pylon Scout from Hellraiser. And we're going to see some cheeky mech play out of Mr. Hours, I'm sure, again. Hours has no answers. I don't know. He's been dominant. To be honest, he is playing against Hellraiser. Hellraiser is the... he is the favored player. But yeah, if you could help out with the matcherino, exclamation mark matcherino, if you have a few $1 dues to spare, we do appreciate it. And there is a replay pack available from the finals for $10. Not the finals, the playoffs. For $10 to support the players and support the tournament. Also, you can do exclamation mark SSL if you want to help out Sniper Star League. He does sell merch on the link on exclamation mark SSL. Alrighty. Yeah, it's looking pretty standard. We do have a double gas factory opener from Hours, however. And as we know, he likes mech, but see what Hellraiser's plan is this game. So far, a standard setup. He could go into something more aggressive, though, on a transition once he gets set up. Maybe go 4-gate blink or something like that, which could be pretty good against Hours' kind of style. So far, it's just... I think he's going into Stargate again. I do believe he's going to go Stargate again. We don't see... Yeah, he's got an Adept Stalker opener, no Warp Gate, so it's got to be Stargate. And that it is. So he wasn't spending his gas bank. He wanted to get that Stargate out. And the question is he going to go for an Oracle or a Phoenix? Honestly, being that there's a Hellion opener here, an Oracle might not be too bad. We'll see what happens. Is it going to be a Hellion straight into a Tech Lab? Is he going to go more Hellions? It's going to be Marines and Hellions. No Armory just yet from our mech player. Alright, that being said, the Adept Shade is going to be canceled. He does scout the Marines. Doesn't see an expansion. He doesn't have a full idea of what's going on. He did see the double gas, so he should be pretty aware it's probably a 1-1-1 or at least a Barracks Factory opener. Because it could be, 3 Racks Factory if you're not aware of your opponent. That could cause some issues. Oh my goodness, it's a Fusion Core. Wait, this is the Ewok map. True. Ewoks be somewhere lurking around. Alright. That does go down. The Fusion Core, I believe, is scouted. So this is the type of the thing. If you scout it, it's pretty much just over. I mean, there are some cheeky builds where people can do advanced ballistics and TVP. I've seen some where there's like rushed advanced ballistics liberators. But usually this is going to mean battle cruisers. We're going to see 2 Tech Labs going out. The Oracle is going out here. Problem is there's not a lot to defend against the Oracle right now from all this. There's just some Marines. It's a good amount of Marines, but they're all up to the front. So this Oracle could get some really good damage. Fusion Core is going to finish up. Well, Void Ray in production as a follow-up, which is pretty smart when you scout a Fusion Core and you're seeing something aggressive out of Terran. With that being said, Oracle is going to get some workers over here. Wait, what's going on? A drop over here? Is attempted. The Hellions are cleaned the hell up. 7 probes go down. But honestly, I don't think that's going to be enough. There were 12 SCVs. And this is a 2-base versus a 1-base Protoss. Fail, GG. And a sad face from Hellraiser's attempted. Oh man, that's some crazy shit. Someone delete Terran so I don't have to play it. I mean, you can always play Protoss, just saying. Hours with the weird stuff. Or Zerg. I'd say switch to Zerg. Alright, so it's going to be Hellraiser versus Gref. Oh boy. We got some cannon rushes incoming. Spoiler alert, it's Gref. There's a 100% chance of... I'm going to be a meteorologist here for a minute. There's a 100% chance of cannon rush in our next series. We have 3 guarantees in life right now, and that's death, taxes, and Gref cannon rushing. So here we go, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. In the yellow. Give it up for Psystorm Gaming's Gref. The 4th race, Mr. Cannon Rusher. And his opponent in the upper right. He's blue. It is Hellraiser. I love that they're using the yellow and blue colors now. I think they should have stuck with this for the whole tournament, honestly. For the Ukrainian tournament. Like, let's be real, guys. It's pretty based. Alrighty. Little probe Scoutius, and that is pretty funny. Hellraiser is going to get a gate down. Is he going to shut this down? Hellraiser is going to get a scout, though, and we'll see what happens from here. Probe looks like he is going to be able to wall this up. He's going for a forward. This is just a... Feels bad, man, for Gref. Gref kind of derped around there for a second. And very well could be a blind build order counter from Hellraiser. Mostly because, well... Alright, is Gref going to use the low ground probe and just not waste any time there? We'll see, he's going to get 2 photon cannons dropped. There is going to be the possibility of a photon cannon coming down earlier. Alright, Gref's just trying to win a number of cannons, but realistically there's gases coming down. There's a gate, so a Cybercore can come up faster for Hellraiser. That being said, he only has probes. So probes die pretty quickly to cannons. And that wasn't the pylon. Yeah, he should have went for the other cannon first, honestly, on the other side. Like, killing the gate is... When he scouted the forge, like, he definitely had a moment to react, and this is just a... This is just a W. We need more probes out, basically. It's the only thing he could have done, but I don't think Gref's going to be able to do too much with this. Big Sag. We needed just one... This one cannon. Yeah, there he goes, his position. Okay, Gref did get a gateway behind it, and he is going for a core, but that being said, the core of Hellraiser is already on its way, and Adept's going to be able to get out of here, very likely. Yeah, he's going to shade right by this, and that's going to be big problemos. The Stalker Outs is sealing the deal. Gref is trying to stay in this game. But I think one Adept is going to, you know, pee in his cornflakes here in just a moment. Alright, with that said, we do have a couple Stalkers coming out. 2 more gates going down for Hellraiser. Yeah, Gref is just going to have at most a Photon Cannon. And guess what? That Adept's going to shade in before it's done. I think this is just going to be GG. Gref can't get anything on the high ground. He's got nothing in production. He's got a Stargate trying to come out. Oh, he's going to try to debate the Adept for a... Alright. He's trying. But realistically, it's going to be a long time before a Void Ray gets out. I don't see how Gref can come back from this. Like it's like a matter of time, basically, but... An unlucky position. Pylon's even going to go down. And the other one will not be done to start the Void Ray immediately. That being said... Gref also doesn't have a lot of gas. He does get out an Adept. Okay, second pylon does come. And, well, I guess he has some time to start it, but it's going to be 3-gate blink from Hellraiser. And that is, again, a little bit like a build order counter. Gref does clean up the Adept finally, but he's looking like he's in some trouble here. Yeah, that's just it. Hellraiser takes it. Mr. Cannon Rusher does not do it. Paramoga is winning Ukraine. And Ukrainian, nice. Good stuff. Guys, let me know if things are looking a little better. Because we've had some lag and stuff. Bear with me for just a moment. I may take Skatu's advice. I'm at least going to top off some coffee here. And I am lagging pretty hard here. All right, we're just going to relaunch. Get a beer. I'm going to make get some coffee and a beer. I got to relaunch StarCraft, guys. Bear with me for just a momento. Let me get this rolling. And I will do that. So I am in a little bit of rough shape. Your beer? Okay. Now that was actually frame drop, so just saying. I will be right back. Well, guess I'm going to do that. Why do we have no music? Let's see here. All right, anyway, going on to our second game. Whoa. Gref versus Hellraiser. The Grefster. Is Gref going to be able to come back? That's the question. This time we are on Babylon. Really don't want to be drinking this, but... Cheers, Gatu. Cheers, chat. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Babylon. In the yellow, give it up for Psystorm Gaming's Gref. The Gref Rusher. Gref. And his opponent in the upper left, it is Hellraiser in the blue. The answer is no. Maybe when I stop streaming, and then I can cheekily sneak in some time for, when I get back to work and stuff, maybe I will actually get a... Maybe we'll actually do a little better on the ladder. How you doing, Thorn? The Gref Master. I'm pretty confident that if I stop streaming as much, I'm just doing tournaments and whatever when I get back into work, I wouldn't be surprised if I get to Masters finally. Would not be a big surprise for Dave. Yeah, Gref is Masters 1. I'm sure he's been Grandmaster, like at least low Grandmaster, but very nice guy. See, that's the thing. Most cannon rushers, other than the BM ones on ladder, like, Graf and Grimmy and Florencio and hell, Haas, I'll say, even though he's not necessarily just a cannon rusher these days. They're all pretty nice guys, is the funny thing. Oh, Graf is just gave up. That's damn. That was it. Probe Scout Samuel, also really nice kid. I miss Probe Scout. I know Sal doesn't miss Probe Scout, but during the Void Rape, I think Probe Scout was patched out of StarCraft, guys. I love Probe Scout, but I think he was patched out. Rest in pepperonis, Mr. Probe Scout. It's not an insult. It's just he seemed to rely on his Void Rays follow up to cannon rushes pretty extensively. All right, going on to game number 1 of Hellraiser versus Gretz. Was that Babylon? That was Babylon, I believe. Yes, that was Babylon. So our first game is going to be on Ancient Cistern. Hellraiser versus Gretz now. It's not Gref. It's Gretz. So we got a PVZ. All right. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, representing the Ukrainian team. In the blue, give it up for Gretz. And his opponent in the upper right. He's yellow. He's back for more StarCraft. It's good to see him. It is Hellraiser in the yellow. Neo Babylon. That'd be if imagine taking 2 maps and like hybriding them into some fucking weird monster of a map. You know, Mr. Green's onto something here. Neo Babylon. All right, looks like a pretty standard opener so far. Hellraiser going for a gate scout. He's not going for a pylon scout. It is going to be a hatch first. Gretz, as we saw previously in the tournament, likes going pool first. He likes a lot of 16 pool openers and pretty much everything other than we didn't have any ZVZs in this group stage. How has Thorn been, by the way? It's a long time no see, bud. Thorn, are you excited about the KSL news? I actually wanted to hit you up about some things just in regards to that too. I had a weird feeling Thorn anybody would be pretty stoked about that. And I'm glad Sniper put this together, by the way. Alrighty, it is going to be a full wall from Hellraiser. What is he doing? Like, he does have a Hax Gap, but why is he going double gate against a hatch first? No? Am I missing something here? I'm a little hungover, so you'll have to excuse me. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Double Adept opener. Satan Savior. Here we go. This is a good one. It's third hatch going down, and we'll see what happens. Looks pretty normal. No lings, though, from our Zerg player. So, interestingly enough, a double Adept build on one. Okay, he's going for a proxy. This is like reminded me of like a hero build. I've seen Trigger do stuff like this sometimes, but I'm pretty sure this is... I mean, hell, I haven't seen Hellraiser play in some time. Yeah. Alrighty. So, 2 Adepts going to shade in, are going to get some value here, and we'll see what happens. A couple lings getting taken out, and yeah, that's about it. Dave's going to be hotboxing some coffee and chugging down this brewski here. It's a little too slow pace for what's going on in the game. For casting, we got to amp it up here. Let's fucking go. This is a nice little cheese. It is 4-gate glaive on 1 base from Protoss. There are going to be a lot of lings out, however. And with that 4-gate on... Is it actually going to be 4? Yeah. He is going to have his 4th finishing up eventually, but realistically... A 3-hatch Zerg is going to be a bit of a problem because it's going to be a lot more lings. Yes, I usually want roaches, but I think with metabolic boost in this, as long as he can get a good position. Hell, if he took out this prox, the proxy, that would be the bigger thing for Gretz. Gretz is not really responding in kind. He knows there's no Nexus. And this is full walled in. So this is 100% all in from Hellraiser. Hellraiser just wants to come in and clean house and see if Gretz is going to allow him to do so. That's a lot of adepts. Resonating Glaives is not complete yet, I gotta add, though. So without Resonating Glaives, it's not quite as scary. However, with all these Lings in production, there's a rope more to follow up. But these Lings should be free over here. However, Gretz is kind of getting in position. The Roachborn is going to finish soon, and he does only have 1 gas. Okay, decent surround with the Lings. I don't hate it, and there are 4 queens there. Hellraiser is going to reinforce with more units behind us. Now we're just starting to see roaches in production, and honestly, I think this is going to go pretty okay for Hellraiser. Well, that Ling surround's not helping him out as much. He's going to chisel at more Lings, but he's not getting the lost mining time. He did get a huge cleanup in the natural, though. That being said, Gretz looks pretty dead. Gretz looks insanely pretty dead. He is down to 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 workers. GG. And that'll be it. Oh, man. How you guys doing? Cheeky Hellraiser, indeed. That was a sick build. Honestly, I really like that. Guys, I'm going to... Fine, I'll kick a few over here. Thanks for the follow. Cass Matuya. Did I say your name right? I know you. Have you played in my tournaments before? I want to say. I know you stream. Because I'm following you. You cast, but I was wondering if you played. You played some back in the day? But yeah, I know you're a caster. I just didn't... for some reason, I thought you did play. Hey, it's alright if you're not... hey, you're probably way better than me, man. Good to see you. Alright, anyway, that was game number 1. Let's go on to game number 2. Good to see you, bud. And again, if you guys want to support the tournament, exclamation mark matcherino if you want to put a few dollary dues in. We do appreciate it. This is put on by Sniper Star League, and it's powered by Hot Headed Gaming, our sponsor. Alright, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Gresvan. Give it up for Gretz in the blue. And his opponent in the upper left. He's yellow. Give it up for Hellraiser. Alrighty. I should have went and grabbed another brewski. I didn't want to get too crazy tonight, like we said, but... That being said, I think Skitoo was onto something. Tomorrow will be resume day. Alrighty. It's going to be a hatch first, 16 hatch from Gretz. Yeah, thank you, Kasmatuya. Alrighty, you got a little probe scoutius over here. Needs to be before Korean ASL. I might not cast ESL. I have to cast Vulcan Cup tomorrow, so yeah, I'm gonna have to work on... I have to cast Vulcan Cup before, because I planned my tournament at different times. I made some boo-boos. But realistically, I don't know. I know we got some StarCraft right now. Probably should do Asia, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to definitely be spending some time with my girlfriend. Alright. Pretty standard opener from both. Probes being annoying, as probes should be. but he's not actually able to find any mineral blocking too much. Oh, yeah, actually, he's doing a pretty good job of it. He's definitely forcing a patch off here and there, but that's about it. All right, Gret's already pulling one off gas, so he's just hunkering down here. See if he goes metabolic before hatch on the Protoss side. I'm just getting the pylon up, and it looks like Hellraiser is always going for a Stalker. So he might just go into Stargate. We don't see Warp Gate coming, so I have a feeling it's probably going to be a Stargate opener from Hellraiser. There it is. And yeah, we'll see what happens from here. Third base going down linear for Gretz. I know it's a big distinction for a lot of players. Fiat always says, for example, he likes to take this base, the triangle third, even though it's a big distance either way. But for creep spread, that's not the best, but I think it's a little safer to take that little cheeky 2 o'clock base in this map. But either way, again, it is going to affect the creep spread of Gretz. All right, this one I think is going to be a little bit more of a macro game, to say the least. We don't see any quick stuff here. All right, that being said, Oracle is on its way out. We do have an Adept following up. Warp Gate on the way. Is it going to be the hero build? We'll see. Looks to be something similar. Just an Oracle opener, though. Pretty standard PVZ play on the Protoss side. There's our player. He's macroing up at this point. All right. Oracle going out. I've got a couple links chasing out to see if there's a third base or see if there's any pushes. Oracle is not scouted yet. Will be by the Overlord, though. We'll see. Yeah. Alrighty. Sorry, guys. And, yeah. I'm going to try to wake my ass up here because people are going to be going to sleep at this cast here. We got to... Oh, it's going to be double Stargate Void Ray. Never mind. It's going to be two base double Stargate. Is he going to go straight to carriers? And he still gets the third. I actually like this, the fact that he's going to the third. Hellraiser's playing like it's a previous patch here. Anyway. We will see what happens. Yeah, you can check my VODs. I actually have it on YouTube, I think. I should double check that after. After this game, remind me, we'll take a look and see if it's on my YouTube, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube if you want to see some casts. It's not always this slow pace, but, you know. The games are bangers. Dave's just brains banged up, you know what I mean? For picking up what I'm putting down. Ooh, okay, this is a little bit of a psych out. All right, so there are some Void Rays out, but he's going in with a little bit of an Adept push. There's going to be some Roaches coming out from Mr. Gretz. And the Adepts, well, one of them could go down. Oh, he's going to make his way into the third, but he's not target firing. Hellraiser's totally missing some of this. Definitely not optimizing the Adepts, but he is keeping his opponent busy, forcing out a lot of Roaches and Lings, but the Void Rays are coming out. And Gretz usually doesn't take a very fast fourth base. Something to note about him in any matchup that I've seen. I've not seen his ZVZ, but he never rushes a fourth. So this could be a wild one. All right, he's going into Glial Reconstitution and ranged attacks +1, but these Void Rays are trying to put a stop to this layer. And that being said, Fleet Beacon is on the way. I think Hellraiser is going to sacrifice this Void Ray. I don't know about this Hellraiser. He's throwing away 2 Void Rays. He could have actually totally gotten out of there without sacrificing the one, but at the least not taking hull damage. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Look at that layer snipe. Oh, Void Arrays, you thought they were a thing of the past, folks, but they're still here. Coming in with their plastic glory. I really want to show you guys something after. So a long time back, I gotta get a link to it for the exclamation mark Loco. So years ago, we had a Dave game casted on Loco's YouTube. When I was like, I dropped the Platinum 1 from Diamond 3. This is going back. And it was a Cannon Rush versus Cannon Rush game. And Loco concluded that Void Arrays must be made out of plastic. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Are Void Arrays made out of plastic? Yeah, the Spire did go down with the layer. That was a smart move. You are not wrong, Sniper. Void Ray is going to go push into the main. And, yeah, behind it we have Quad Stargate production, Flux Veins, and, yeah, this is... Corruptors be damned, though. This is a lot of Void Rays. We're now going to have Quad Stargate Void Ray production eventually. And once Prismatic's off cooldown, that is going to be a bit of a problem. Like, right now, the Corruptors would be... a little rough, but there's only 4 in production. But there's still 2 more Void Rays coming across. 4th base trying to get landed. Nothing really there. We don't really have many gates, but... that being said, I think this can be cleaned up. But he's going to have to cancel... He should cancel this Nexus. Is he going to cancel? Oh, never mind. Void Ray's too good. Green slime E-stick. Aluminum. I could see aluminum too. Just something funny on that video. I gotta look back on it. Like when they drop in the water, he's like, yeah, when the Void Rays die, if they drop in the water, it could be like pollution. What if they're made out of plastic? And the water maps. Oop. Yeah. These Void Rays with the +1 air weapons are gonna be a bit of a problem. Cleaning up more drones. Oh, I love the burrow. It's actually beautiful stuff. Spawning pool getting sniped down as another hatch falls. Evo chamber getting taken down, but he is getting a little greedy. There's a lot of queens and the Corruptors are behind it. He canceled Prismatic because he had to evade. But that being said, yeah, these aren't the best fights for Hellraiser. He's still trying to trade just fine with that +1 air weapons. And there's just going to be more Void Rays. We're just going mass Void Ray. He's going Void Ray Disruptor, I'm pretty sure. I think that's going to be the play. But I don't even think he's going to need Disruptors at this point. It's Void Rays versus Corruptors and an 82 army supply to 41. That's actually pretty funny. It's not too often I've seen pure Void Ray games lately. Oh, and he disengaged Prismatic, so that's... Corruptors could actually get some damage on these because there's a lot of hull damage to these Void Rays. There's queens behind it to transfuse the Corruptors, but the upgrade advantage is pretty good. It's a +2 air weapons, but +1 is about to be done for Gretz. Gretz is really down in workers. He's down in economy. He's down a base. He lost his main. He lost his pool. He lost a lot. Let's take a look. A layer, a hatch, an Evo, a spawning pool were taken down. And, well, he's going into air +3. It's nothing but pure fucking Void Rays. Air Carapace on the, or Flyer Carapace on the way. How you doing, Chaba? Pure freaking Void Rays. I feel like Hellraisers became gold member from Austin Powers. I love gold. He's yellow. He has all these Void Rays. They're just shiny. They're fucking flying around like freaking bats. Like, actually, they're like kind of more like squid. All right. Void Rays pouncing on the Corruptors. Corruptors trying to be transfused. And a little bit of missed micro here from Hellraiser. But I don't think... Hey, now he's just flexing. He's Prismatic aligning queens, which does no extra damage to the queens. But actually, he can jump on top of the Corruptors. Now, yep, he got forced to attack with the Corruptors, and they're just going to get disintegrated. GG, well played. Hellraiser takes it. God damn. Smoking a pancake. Cigar and a waffle. Guys, I'm gonna get some more pipe in a crepe. Yeah, you guys are fucking great. Hell yeah. Grabbing a brewski, Charlie. Guys, you know what?
Drink a beer or two.
That's all I can say. The feeling good command doesn't work right now, but you know. Get two, I love you, but you're a bad influence out. Yeah, Mr. Chair is doing the casting. My cat Charlie will probably be a co-caster, and Mitters will come in on the other side. Oh. We have a meeting at 9? 9 in the morning? Fuck you out about. I gotta cast this tournament, brother. All right, we're gonna go on to game. We're going on to our next series is what we're going on to. Alrighty. So we have a PvP. It is Hacker's Noob. Oh, I shouldn't have ruined it. He's playing random, but he got Protoss. Okay, now you guys can know. Hellraiser versus Hacker is Noob. In an hour? Hopefully this doesn't go on for an hour. Yeah. I didn't see that we were meeting up in an hour. If that works out. I might be a couple minutes late. Yeah. True. Alright, moving on to Neo-Humanity. True, exactly. The Ukrainians, too. The Ukrainians need loving, too. I think we're doing just fine. At the end of the day, we had some potential news to come, but I can't tell you guys yet. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo-Humanity. In the blue, give it up for Hacker as Noob. As Protoss. And his opponent in the upper left. He's yellow. It is Hellraiser. You know, Skatu, I agree. Ukrainian is more important for sure. Ukraine, not the United Kingdom. I was gonna say, yeah, the Brits are the most important. God save the Queen. I mean, King. Now, any of you in chat know how much I love the Ukrainians. I'll be honest, I really pushed for Gref to get on the Psystorm. I was gonna give you shit for that. And anyway, looks to be pretty standard so far, at least for in terms of this. It's probably gonna be a double gate. It's a high ground. Hacker's Noob could do something cheeky. He isn't random cheeser. Oh, yeah, he's going for 2 gate. I'm sure he's going to have an interesting build, but maybe not. Maybe he'll give us a standard game. You guys remember in the Trailer Park Boys going to Europe? Let's be real here. This is a pretty standard opener, so we could talk for a minute about this. When the Trailer Park Boys went to Europe, and they're in London, and Ricky has to steal the Queen's underpants, he ends up getting Prince Charles at the time's underpants. Yeah, good shit. You love the Trailer Park Boys? Bring it? Nice. Hell yeah. Well, if you do, you know, casting be damned. Give me an exclamation mark Leahy. Please and thank you in chat. Somebody give this man an exclamation mark Leahy. We do have a proxy pylon from Hackers Noob. Is it going to be 3-gate Robo? Is it going to be 4-gate? It's probably going to be 3-gate Robo if I was to guess. Probe still out. Seeing this?
I have the liquor.
Yeah, there you go. And I drew that Leahy, that scuffed Leahy drawing. I drew it. Anybody new here, smash that freaking follow button. See some people in chat. There's got to be some new people here.
I have the liquor.
You can do exclamation mark Ricky. Do exclamation mark Ricky too. You can smash that follow button. We got more than that command. All right. Nobody wanted to hear Ricky or Bubbles? Okay, it's going to be a 4-gate.
We're on probation, which is no big deal, but, you know, I don't really want to go back to jail.
Yeah.
Number 2 or 3 or whatever number we're on.
The matcherino thing is clipping. But, you know, we got other ones as well. Yep.
Winds of shit are in the air. Huh?
I was going to do the shit blizzard at some point. Gravy actually gave me a good one with all of them so I could finally have Julian on, because I did draw Julian, but we didn't have a command. 3-gate Robo versus 4-gate in base. Pretty good strat from Hellraiser. He's aware of the situation. He's going to go push out, though. Immortal is on the way. But these stalkers are already pushing out, and he's going to take a pretty good fight right here. Doesn't take any hull damage. Is going to regen a little bit of shields before, but there are 3 stalkers still out. I think he will lose the back one at the least. Warp gate is not quite complete. He's going to scout. This base is completely walled in. He's not going to be able to deny warp gate. That being said, the Immortal is pushing out on the other side of the map. There is a probe coming into here.
Monster Tiger? All
Yeah.
I did was call him a Monster Tiger.
Can you see the shit hawks? Exactly, the shit hacks. Mustard Tigers are honestly one of my favorite ones, too. Let's be real here. You're just a big stone horny kitty. Alright, anyway. There's a solid hundo. Alright, another Immortal's in production. So on the other side of the map, there's a lot of pressure. We might see a little bit of a base trade, but in terms of army supply, Hackers Noob looks pretty dead. 2 Immortals not really doing anything. No recall available. He's not pushing across to his opponent's side of the map. He's looking very dead, and he didn't do anything with this. He's trying to get a 3rd Immortal out. And I don't think he wins a base trade in this situation. Doesn't have much more economy. He does have a gate to warp stuff in. Isn't quite supply blocked now because he's lost all his probes, which is going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, now he's going to push out. 3rd Immortal coming. The recall is going to probably be available. There's a shield battery in the high ground. Yeah, the sentry's going to make this a problem too, but he is going to break the pylon. This is going to buy him time to warp in more units. 1 stalker is stuck up on the ramp. 3rd Immortal coming. A Robo coming down from from Hellraiser. He is going to recall, and here comes the 3rd Big Daddy Immortal. 2 Immortals trapped on the high ground, though they can get a lot of damage done. That's just so many stalkers without the 3rd one. It is a bit of a problem. I mean, that would be his best case, but I just don't think he can do it. And GG is called. Hellraiser takes game number 1. Oh, wow. Skitoo put money into the matcherino. What if... Dude, Skitoo is a legend. Alright, so you guys know, Skitoo is... I can say it now a little bit at a time. Skitoo is one of the guys that put out a lot of money for the KSL to get it kick-started off. He is one of our big dick patrons. And that's why we got him involved. We're trying to get everybody in. For Skitoo, I got to do this as well. We're going to take a look at the matcherino real quick, but I'm also going to take a look at the patron. I've not taken a look since I got up later this afternoon. 179.3. What a fucking legend. Trying to help. Sponsored stream? No. I mean, honestly, me casting this, I'm kind of like advertising to help the Ukrainian tournament. But we're also going to help the Korean tournament let's take a look at the Patreons. This is for the generous donation from Skitoo, and I am pretty invested in that as well, obviously, as far as time and stuff. Let's see here. I actually have, because I'm a patron on that, even though... What a fucking legend, Skitoo. Alright. We are at... And the drum roll, please. Why is it not showing me... It's not showing me how many patrons are on. I just want to see this. So we're going to be going on to game 2 after. And again, Hackers Noob is... Let me do something here. I just want to check this out. We're going to go into our next game. I do apologize, guys, but we'll see what happens. Oh, wow. We have... We just had Zombie Grub join the chat. That's Fruity based for KSL Discord. Seems like everybody's hopping in that Discord. Cats and Zombie Grub. All right, so that's my updates there. I'm just trying to get something for us. And we will go on to our next game. This do be a little important. Hell, I'm going to wait on that. We're going to look. No need, my friend. Yeah, I actually got to get this going. If we have a meeting coming up, we got to roll through this. Sorry, Sniper, too. But thank you, Skitoo, for the $100 donation to the Ukrainian Cup. We all do appreciate it. All right, anyway, going on to game number 2. This one's going to be a little different. I'm sure we're going to see some cheese this time. You'd like to try a Bud Light? We don't have Bud Light in Norway. Oh, you're from Norway? Welcome, man. Well, I hope to see you. I tend to get a bunch of Europeans from time to time. Anyway, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood in the blue. Give it up for Hackers Noob. He's tearing this game. And his opponent in the upper right. Give it up for the infamous Hellraiser in the yellow. Yeah, and seltzer water. That's funny, Skitoo. I mean, honestly, I'm not the biggest Bud Light fan. It's a drinking beer. When it's on sale, it's whatever. And to be honest, I could have went without getting this. Say the least. Alrighty. Do have a double gas opener from Hackers Noob. And Hellraiser is going double gas as well. Hellraiser has always been known to have some cheeky builds of his own, so I'm curious to see how this game plays out. And it is cool to see him. But yeah. Probe on SEV action here. SEV wins the fight because of the extra HP, but the probe's going to disengage. In the long run, though, the micro, probe will win the fight. We'll just see some scouting here and see what happens. Alrighty. Very, very cool stuff. All right, reactor going down for the barracks. We do have a couple supply depots going down. Yeah, should be pretty fun. EU beer is definitely, like, it depends. Like, overall, it's better for some cases, like for lagers and stuff. But I'll say, don't underestimate the power of American microbrews. Like, our standard corporate beers kind of suck. But, like, I'd say give me a good upstate New York brewing company any day of the week in some cases. But I do like some German beer and Danish beer and stuff like that. And I've never had it. I think I might have had something from Norway. But, hell, I'm sure there's plenty of craft breweries in Europe, too. But I'm definitely a big fan of craft beers if I had a choice and was employed and whatever. Rather than drinking a bunch. Just to have a couple nice, good tasty lagers or stouts or a really good IPA. Vermont, yes. Fisherman. Hey, that's exactly it. Vermont definitely has some fucking sick beer. I don't know if you guys have ever had Lake Placid, too, from New York. It's a decent brewery. Anyway. Yo, I'd like to try some Ukrainian beer. That's something I am just thinking of. That would be... That might be pretty good. Switch back? Yeah. Harpoon's a good one, too. Alright, looks like this is going to be a cheeky 1-1-1 one-base build from Hacker's Noob. I like this guy. He always delivers in the cheese. He's a random player. He's got something spicy for us in any game. Sadly, it was just a 3-gate robo. It's PvP. He wasn't going to Cannon Rush Hellraiser. But it's going to be a Marine Tank Liberator push. This is a greasy attempt to play, but let's see if our Protoss player can defend this. Actually, opening Stargate against a push like this can be kind of rough if Terran is very consistent with it. The problem is with the Phoenixes, it's going to be a good amount. And only a couple of depths. There's only one gateway, no warp gate. Yeah, he doesn't even have a robo yet. But there's no warp gate in production, so it's just going to be adepts and Phoenixes. He might be able to get out an Oracle, but realistically, Hacker's Noob might be able to do something here. He's got a Liberator coming out. He's going for a medevac. I almost would have rathered a Viking if you're... Like, he didn't really get a scout, right? So without a scout with this, I think a Viking almost would have been better as a follow-up, just in case of Phoenixes. But that being said... Liberator is going to be taken down. The Photon Cannon was a smart move from... Wow, look at that. The Photon Cannon gets disintegrated. More Phoenixes out is a bit of a problem, though. The Siege Tank's in trouble. I think, actually, the Photon Cannon was a smart decision right there. That really set us ahead. All right. Hackers, Noobs forced to retreat. Our Mr. Cheeser over here. I like this guy. I hope to see Hackers Noob in some tournaments when he can. I know he's in Ukraine and it's got to be tough. But this guy's definitely a fun player, to say the least. We do have a robotics facility coming down for Mr. Hellraiser. Hellraiser got another Photon Cannon. And he's just pressuring out with these Phoenixes. He is going to get some work done denying the second racks. There is a Viking out. There's obviously no stem anytime soon, but he gets 3 workers. Denying that second rack is going to be a little helpful. And, yeah, this is 2 base versus 1 base. It's not looking good for Hacker's Noob the more this time goes on. All right, is he going to go right into a Robo Bay, or is he going to go for a Big Daddy Immortal? That's the question. All right, there's going to be a lot more power units. We got 3 tanks out, a Cyclone on the way. But this is... pretty all-in from our Terran player. Is it ever all-in for Terran, though? Let's be real. Meetings move back to 10? Is that okay? As long as that's okay with everybody. In my account, I do apologize. You guys are going to kick me off this after. I hope it doesn't get too crazy. I'm excited. We have Zombie Grub in the Discord now, and cats. The more the merrier. We have casters of all different languages. It's pretty exciting. Outside of just patrons and stuff. It's good to see the community come together. Alright, Phoenixes get some good value here. Picking off about 8 workers and getting some collateral damage on the other side of it. There is an Immortal. We got 4 Stalkers, 2 Adepts, 2 Warp Gates in production, another Immortal out, and these shield batteries and the Photon Cannon are going to certainly help a bit, but Siege Tanks are a bit of a problem. The Phoenixes are kind of out of energy mostly. There's a few with some. But realistically, Hellraiser may need to buy some more time. Stim is on the way. I wouldn't have hated another Phoenix or so. Like, there's a Widow Mine and stuff, but, like... If you're already committed to that tech, it can be rough against bio, but before stem's done, it can be pretty okay-ish. Because you could, you know, eventually you have enough where you're going to pick off some of the tanks. Once the tanks are dealt with, this is enough to deal with the rest of the army. But that said, this is all in from Hacker's Noob. Widowmine actually getting some friendly fire. Does get a lot of damage on the Phoenixes. Siege tank is lifted, but will it go down? Well, now that there's one dropping, these 3 immortals are going to certainly help clean this up. And I think this is about the end of our Terran player. Our random Terran player, I should say. He's going in with the random race advantage. I don't think he told his race in the beginning of either of this series. He knows Hellraiser is a scary opponent. That dude Zoot, how you doing? 15 versus 40 workers, exactly. This is Sparta, basically. Now, we have some serious copium going on over here. But it is a tournament, and you can't fault him for staying in this. But this is 100% cope, my friends. No doubt about it. Well, these Vikings are not going to be landed, and there's nothing that's in the air, so it's not going to be too helpful there. It's bought him some time. Some Marines are picked off. This medevac's really close to being injured. Honestly, cleaning up the Stalkers was pretty good because, well, he almost lost that medevac, and it's hanging by a thread. I don't know why Hellraiser is going all the way back. He's going with the War Prism. He's got Zealots coming. He has Charge already, by the way. Hellraiser is ridiculously good. It's these kind of builds can be tough to hold, but realistically, that was a little earlier one. If it was a 2-base timing, dare I say, I think Hellraiser would probably have a tougher time. But that was a 1-base all-in. And yeah, there's no missile turrets. There's nothing to defend here on the side. War Prism's going to be able to go in for a drop. I don't understand why Hellraiser's just not keeping... He could literally posture out here and get some pressure in, because there's like Vikings to take out the medevac. He just GG's. He knows. He knows it's over. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Bly, trust me, Bly... I fortunately got Bly at the tail end of his stuff. The last time we saw him was the last Katowice, if I'm not mistaken, or was it... Or was it Valencia? I can't remember. Was it Valencia or the last Katowice? Not this last year, this year's, but the one previous. Bly is a really good guy. He got a lot of drunk messages from Dave. Must to die. All right, we have 2 more series to go. I'm gonna plow through this. I was gonna try to just do a cheeky little login here. Bear with me. I could probably get this quick. I just wanted to see where we were at, just to let you guys know. On a side note, because we're in this together, a passion project of my own. From, you know, we're casting this, but just to see where we're at on the other side. Skatu coming in hot today. I just want to see this. We have, well, 63 patrons on KSL, guys. That is pretty incredible. 63 patrons so far. Good job, chat. At $2,727 per month. That's in the kitty. Some people are definitely backing down a little bit. That's why it's all hands on deck. And we haven't even had our first weekly. Yeah, he did qualify. That's true. How you doing, Jadam Barim? So thank you guys for that, too. And thank you for supporting the Sniper Star League Ukrainian Cup. We are moving on to our first game of the next series. This is our second to last series for Group Stage A. Doing fantastic. I guess I'm going to have to be held honest. I might stream a little cheeky after. Skatu's not wrong. Dave is going to have to focus on other stuff tomorrow, realistically. Tonight, it ain't happening. We'll see. But anyway, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Ancient Cistern in the red. Give it up for your mama. It is, I forgot to update the name on there, too. We're just gonna call it Must to Die. He's your mama in Ukrainian. And his opponent in the bottom left, give it up for Hellraiser in the yellow. He's another memer. I love this guy. Yeah, I was a little worried about Bly myself, too. White Raw is a freaking legend. I love that guy. I came into the scene way late, and White Raw somehow made me, like, a distinguished person or whatever on his Facebook. I'm like, what a fucking legend. That dude is so cool. I miss that guy so much. And StarCraft, you know. I'm sure there's many of you that agree. Yeah, he was definitely an awesome, awesome commentator. Awa, awa, awa. You going to sleep, Sibba John? Have good sleeps, bud. Love you, buddy. Mr. Green better be sleeping too. You guys are up too late, kiddos. If not. Alrighty. Got another supply depot going down from your mom. Your mom likes to drop supply. Just saying. You have a headache and a hangover? Yeah, I'm feeling you on the hangover today. Sniper, apologies for the shit cast today, but it's the shit birds. The shit winds are blowing the shit pylon drops at the natural. And, you know, we got a shitty game. It's probably going to be a banger. But we'll see. I just wanted to shit talk, you know? I'm not actually shit talking the players. I'm happy as hell. Like, this is actually really cool to see Hellraiser kicking some booty in this game. I really miss him in tournaments. He's a hell of a guy, you might say. If he's free to, yeah, he can hop in with me in the final series. If he's free to, he's got kids and a fam. I would like that. Sniper and I do go back a little bit as far as knowing each other in the community. We all know each other a while if you've been in for a while, but can't with the computer. Oh yeah, your computer's totally out of commission. Shit. You can't even Discord call? Shit. Alright. Adept coming in. Gonna get some damages. Gonna back off. And the other one is going across. Do believe the Stargate is, if not scouted, implied. Let's take a look in your mama's vision. No, he didn't scout the Stargate. But seeing 2 Adepts, he's gonna know it's very likely to be Stargate. However, in the past, we used to see more 2-3 Adept openers into even Blink Stalkers. So it's not 100% certainty, but it's very likely that it's going to be a Stargate opener. It could be a cheeky Robo opener, but very much the case. All right, SCV going to finish this up, and yeah, we'll see what happens from here. There's 5 matches after this? Okay, okay, sounds good. We'll see. I'm not revealing anything. There could be 5 matches. Sniper, what are you talking about? There's 5 matches. We don't know if there's 5 matches. This may have been played out, but the results are not official yet. Kappa. Oh, nice cleanup with the Oracle. Man, that was a beautiful cleanup from Hellraiser. He just lost an Adept for 2 Hellions and 3 Reapers. Brilliant defense. Just with some Adepts, and he got some work done. Keeping him distracted and busy. Most importantly, he scouted. It is the 3-1-1 for your mama. Your mama likes the 3-1-1. Cancel meeting? It's not going to be that long. I mean, we could... If you guys really want to, if Chicken Man wants to, if Vlad wants to... Everybody wants to. I'm 100% down with the meeting. It's not going to take... It could take longer, but... These games have been flying through, and we said 9, and you said 10. I can... If nobody can do 10, that's fine. We can cancel. I think 10 works out fine. 9:30 might even work out for how quick the games had been going, and mostly. Yeah, fuck you too, buddy. How many beers are you into, Scott? To 2. Whatever the fuck your name is. Walrus Balls. Mustard Tiger. Something like that. Anyway, Oracle does go down. Nice Phoenix pickup. So that was a trade-off for a Cyclone for an Oracle. It's pretty close, but that Oracle is going to be more useful for the Protoss, I think, than one Cyclone. At the end of the day, Phoenixes do have a lot of energy. He's going to want to be careful with how he uses them. Almost kills the Raven, but not quite. Stem is going to be completed pretty soon, as is Combat Shield. He's going to pick off some more workers, and delaying a lot of gas mining for a Terran. It is mostly bio, but at the same time, everything counts. Third base going down for Protoss is pretty good. But we are going to see a third CC be attempted from Tumama. Hellraiser is going into Phoenix Charge this game. 5 gateways. I personally like it a little better when you're up against a tech lab on a factory in bio. I personally like Phoenix Charge better than Phoenix Colossus. I mean, it is a lot of Marine. It's really Marine heavy, but at the same time, you can pick off the tanks easier. You don't have to, like, kind of turtle up and, you know, in a weird way, it gets in that situation when you have Colossi, you have tanks. Neither army can really fully engage each other until one has enough. So it can be a little turtlier and turtlier. I just made a Rickyism. Jesus. Nothing we could have done better there, chat. 5 racks going down for a Terran player. Third CC going to finish up here in a little while. But anyway, our Protoss is on 3 base saturation. So it's his Phoenix Charge. He's going into a Forge. He's going into a double Forge behind it. Usually, you're going to see a Templar Archives drop down here, too. You drink... Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a beer drinker. Other than it's probably not the best... Like, no drinking extensively is, but... You know? Some of us do like our beer. Alright, anyway. Phoenix is trying to get more work done, but one is almost dead, does not fall. But it's going to be a pretty big bush from your mama. Your mama is going to go into a bunch of charge lots. We do have a couple of sentries with a good amount of energy. That could be a lot of force fields. As long as he catches this, it could be pretty good for Protoss. That being said, he's unaware of this push. Oh, he's not... Hellraiser's not paying attention. He is going for a 4th base behind this. Phoenix is going to push in, and this is where the slice and dice happens. Stem comes a bit after the tanks are picked up. Charge Blood just pouncing on the army. Phoenix is just chopping away at the tanks as well. GG. And Hellraiser just puts up a hell of a defense. My mama was a saint. How you doing, the Fluffles? Hellraiser just too strong. I do believe in this group he's probably the strongest opponent. Oh, you're right. We do have a... Okay. No, we have Hellraiser versus Roman de Mold. Let me update this. I forgot to update this before, but whatever. Roman de Mold. Ukraine. All right, we're going to be going on to game number 1. Let's get to... We could still probably... We could probably be good for 9 o'clock still. Just saying. Just saying. We could still be good for 9. All right, anyway. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Altitude in the pink. Give it up for Rom de Mold. In the pink. From Dobro. That's a cute emote. And his opponent in the bottom left. He's yellow. He's Protoss. It's Hellraiser. We got another PVT. Oh, yeah, no, I'm just saying. Like, we may be good to go. And, guys, again, if you want to try to help out the tournament, thanks to a bunch of you guys, but Skitoo coming in the hottest. I believe we used all the sponsor quests, which are free. We had a few donations on the side, and Skitoo donating $100, and somebody else donated, it looks like. Possibly, we may have had another donor. Thank you for supporting Ukraine. Very, very good stuff. Alrighty. Looking pretty standard from both of them so far. Gate Scout, it looks like, from Mr. Hellraiser this game. He's not really worried about it. He's probably anticipating a double gas, though it's not going to be the case immediately. We'll see what happens here. May actually be a Reaper expand. Actually, the map's so big, it almost doesn't seem like a gate scout. All right. But it is. Altitude do be a bit of a different map. So it looks like he is trying to go for a Reaper expand after all. Hellraiser putting some pressure on the SCV going across. But guess what? He is going to want to scout, but this is going to probably delay the CC. Just from a probe. Reaper is on the way, though, however, so could probably drop this in a few seconds just to be safe. Yep, he's going to have the money, and Reaper will be out shortly. So he should be fine from losing this to the SCV, or the probe, rather. 100%, actually. Hellraiser trying to get some information, but I think he's going to lose this probe. Alright, that being said, another gas going down. No warp gate, so I think we're going to see a Stargate opener again out of Hellraiser. That was Hellraiser versus... Yeah, must to be. I didn't have the right... I didn't have the update on the screen. On the splash screen, sniper. So it was must to die versus... I said must to be... Must to die. The previous series. I really wish I didn't get in the precedence of doing that, but I figure rather than messing... Usually I put it in the stream title too, but... And again, apologies for the lack of TeamLiquid.net for this. That was my mistake. I forgot because I was pretty hecked up. Oh, Adept doing God's work over here. 2 SCVs going down, but 2 crucial ones. That being said, doesn't get a third and clean up the bunker. This one Adept is doing God's work. Holy crap, it delayed the CC. I believe it delayed the factory. And cleaned up the bunker. Reaper is going to try to come back. Actually, can he kill the Reaper? He should be target. This is that's a dice roll. Damn, 4 SCVs to 1 Reaper. 5 actually in total. No, he killed a Marine. That's right. That is a heroic. Oh my God, he gets the Reaper too. That lady be strong. Okay, now we got 2 more Adepts coming in. Hellraiser's just so damn good. That was pretty crazy stuff. You have it in for Aranek and Revu? Revu, Ara. Nice. Yeah, I would have preferred it on Team Liquid, of course, but I'm pretty big on using the Team Liquid, but that was my bad. It's okay. Ooh, nice cleanup here. 5 SCVs fall. The Adepts doing work. GG. And just with a single Adept, the game was almost finished. 2 more coming in, and the Oracle, that was just Kirktown right there. That was... very well done by Hellraiser. I believe we're at our final match. The end of the series. And the end of Group Stage A. This time we are going into Babylon. We are going into Babylon. Alrighty, here we go. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Babylon. Give it up for Roman de Mold. Ukraine from Dobro with that cheeky-looking Zergling with the bow. That's a pretty funny little portrait. And his opponent in the bottom right, he's yellow. Give it up for Hellraiser. Buddha Stuffa. All right, and thank you guys. Sniper on your end, even though I had some shitty casting, I think this has been a pretty successful cast in Group Stage A. I hope that helps out the event. Skidoo and everybody that donated. The players will be extra thankful to have some more dollary dues in the matcherino. But some bangers of games. For sure. All right. SCV going down. We'll see what happens over here. Probe is being annoying. Hellraiser just doing so much even with just the probe. He is going to get the kill, it looks like. Is he? Ooh. Oh, a little bit of... Yeah, he is going to get the probe. Did take some hull damage. But he has to be a little careful. He's going to try to get some more. No, he's just going to continue scouting and being annoying. He needs to confirm there's not another gas, but I think he might... He may just lose this probe. Oh, it's regenning shields. It's regenning shields. I do believe he keeps. It's a reactor opener into a CC for Rome de Mold. So the question is he going to go double Reapers? Is he going to go 2 Marines? Is he going to go a Reaper and a Marine? He's going to go 2 Marines into a Reaper and a Marine. We'll see. I think he's just going to go double Marine in this case. He's playing a little more. Trying to be defensive because that barracks was delayed. Stalker is on its way out. I think the bunker should be up in time. As long as he gets his Marines out in a timely fashion, he should be okay. It isn't quite supply blocked. Yeah, it's worth doing that. I think he kind of had to... He was kind of forced into a position where he might have had to consider cutting workers for a second, but it did work out. Everything checks out. 2 Marines and a bunker should hold against the Stalker. Probe is out. Is Hellraiser going to proxy? Or is he just doing this for information? That is the question. I think he's just looking for a drop. Is going to be a factory opener. We don't know for sure if it's going to be 111 just yet. The second gas coming down. It could be 3 racks. 3 racks factory, which is honestly a pretty good build. All right, this is the first game we have Warp Gate, so no Twilight Council. Interestingly enough, from Hellraiser, just 3 gates. This kind of reminded me of Skillis, little Nikita style to this game. Just 3 gates. Is he gonna? He is proxying, so he's gonna go for a 4th gate, but no Twilight. Is he just gonna try to overwhelm him with gateway units earlier? That is the question. Another Marine in production, so he's gonna have a full bunker, but we'll see. Warp gate did complete. We do have the natural going down for Protoss. Did complete. Our Terran's orbital command center in the low ground also worked. Oh, okay. Mule was a little misclicked. That's okay, but that does add up. Every pro player you see that's placed Terran would be mauling right now, but mistakes do happen. And this is a good amount of pressure. Stalkers are going to take a few hits on the bunker. Actually, are they going to clean it up? Oh my gosh. He gets the bunker. There is a Widow Mine out. He's going to try to clean up some Marines, but yeah, these Stalkers are... Well, this one is pretty damaged. He did lose a Stalker for this. Okay, I like the hold position, and he's going to go reposture. He gets a kill on the bunker. Ideally, he's going to want to try to move the damaged Stalker forward to get the Widow Mine, but this is going to push our Protoss player back a little. That being said, there's a lot of Stalkers, the 3 really injured. Oh no, the Widow Mine is going to kill one of the fresher Stalkers. It's just a lot of units, though, at an early time. And I just don't think we have enough to defend. He didn't get into repair fast enough to squeeze what it came down to. And I think this proxy 3-gate now going into blink is going to do it. It's just a proxy pylon, not even a gateway. Siege tank is on the way. But I mean, again, this is a lot of pressure from Protoss. Hellraiser's just so damn good. Just with that probe earlier in the game, even he got a lot of work done. And it is looking pretty rough here for our Terran player. Siege tanks on the way. 6 workers fell. And the trades just looking damn good for Hellraiser as he's pushing in. Oh, man. Yeah, Siege tank's out, so our Terran player is going to stay in. There's even a Dark Shrine coming down behind this to seal the deal. Blink will be done eventually, and this CC looks like it is left for dead. He has an SCV building. It probably should have evacuated and pulled it up before, but that looks like it could just go the hell down. 3rd Nexus on the way for our Protoss player. SCV is mining that, trying to repair it. It is dead. And with that said, GG's called. Hellraiser cleans house. Very good games. All right, guys, if you want to help out Sniper too, in the Sniper Star League, Sniper Starcraft League rather, use the link there for the merch and the exclamation mark SSL command. Did I check the drive? Let me double check. I think I am gonna, if it's cool, I'm gonna cut it off at 9. We do have other casters. I wanted to end on a series, But I'm pretty sure that was everything on the drive. I did a whole download of the entire drive. What I covered was Hellraiser's series versus Roman DeMold, Must to Die, Hacker is top, Hellraiser versus Gretz, Gref Hours, Hacker's top versus Hours, Must to Die, and Gref. Gretz versus... I did actually cover... We had like a duplicate one, I think. So I did skip one, I thought. But I may have missed one game. Or one series. It may have missed Hacker's top versus Gref. Because when I looked earlier, it looked identical to... I want to say Hours versus... Or no, Gretz versus Gref. So I'm actually mistaken. I did miss a series. It was Hacker's top versus Gref. Let's go. That should work out just fine. And I actually opened the wrong one. Let's see. We're starting on the second game because I misclicked, if that's okay. I can restart it. All right, we'll go to the first game. Fuck it. We're going to go to the first game. We're going to do it right. I did miss a series after all. Sniper. We need Hacker is top versus Gref. All right, guys. And going to game number 1. I did miss this series, so you're not wrong. All right, anyway. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner. Give it up for our blue Zerg player. It is Hacker's Noob. I started this out before, and I'm like, we already covered this. No, we didn't. And his opponent in the bottom left, representing Psystorm Gaming, it is Gref. Alrighty. And we did start casting this. This looked identical to another one. I thought I casted this, but not. So we'll see what happens. It was basically an identical game, but Hacker's Noob is random, and Gretz is Zerg. I believe it was like a 3-game series. I could be wrong. And there was a blind Roach Warren, which he's playing against Gref. Eventually, people figure out, if they don't know him already, that he's a cannon rusher. And sometimes you see this as a blind build order counter, kind of. But we can still see a game out of it. Because he's not rushing a 12 pool, getting lings right out. Gref is going for a proxy with a cannon and a gateway. Pool has completed and is straight to Roach Warren. Gref does get a read on this and is, let's see what happens. He's building another photon cannon here in the front. Yeah. A third photon cannon. Okay. Gref is going for a cyber core, I think. Is he? He's waiting for that gateway. Okay, he's going gas, then core. We don't have the Roach Warren just yet. Yeah, this gateway is going to finish up in a moment. There we go. Cyber core is going down for it. Getting a gas, so he knows he's going to have to contend with roaches. So cannons alone can't do it against Ravagers. Zealot is in production. And there's only one pylon in the back for this. It's in a decent spot, but still, Ravs should be able to get on top of it. Hellraiser won. Yeah, it was pretty convincingly. And that's no disrespect to his opponent. That was, I feel like the Hellraiser is certainly the well-favored player in that matchup. He is quite good. Snow and lightning and thunder, oof. Skitoo, I'm glad you know who Hellraiser is on that, too. Skitoo, do confirm his passion for StarCraft other than being Mr. Moneybags over here, funding all, being a fucking legend for StarCraft 2 right now. I love it. I love the shit out of it. When people actually know players, it makes me happy. Yeah, Sniper, thank you for getting us together, and thanks to Hothead Gaming for the main prize. It's a $600 tournament, I believe, but we have some extra money in the kitty. GG. Hackers Noob takes it. That was the biggest blind build order counter I've seen. Yeah, for sure. That for sure. All right, anyway, we are going on to game number 2. All right, and again, Hackers Noob is a Protoss player because he's, as a random player, rather. He's random, so he got Protoss. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, representing Sidestorm Gaming, give it up for Griff. And his opponent in the upper left, give it up for Hackers Noob. Griff has to play on the worst map, the Cannon Rush, by the way. Now, funnily enough, I have to say this. This is literally... Oh, that 500 and you're putting 160. Yeah. Thank you, dude. I wanted to do something for Ukraine, like a Ukraine-sponsored tournament, but this is cool. You actually got the Ukrainian players. But right now, I got to focus on some other things. When I get my shit together, I'm definitely going to be trying to organize one of the Dave tournaments to be a charity event. On the Dave side of things. Oh, look at this. The 4 probe response. Graf not paying attention. I think he's just going to lose it. Oh, he's just shut down. Graf has another probe coming. There's probes pulled everywhere. I think this is literally the worst map to Cannon Rush on. It takes more pylons than you think. Graf, I think, found the best position, and it depends if it's a low ground gate. But realistically, your opponent can cancel the gate if they really had to and they're feeling nervous. Graf looks like he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to lose that pylon. The Zealot's out, and that probe is all that stands. There's another pylon here, but that Zealot is probably the bigger point. And more so, with this probe going down, there is a third one coming. Oh, man, this is looking spicy. It's looking rough for Graf. That's just it. He just leaves. He's too sad to GG. Poor little Graf. He's growing up, though. My nephew, Mr. Graf from Ukraine. Well, folks, that concludes what I have of... I could be wrong. I could send you a screenshot of what I got, but I'm looking at what you sent me, Sniper. Yeah, I definitely don't have those. For some reason, Google Drive did not work well with me. But that is it, folks. I don't know if I'll be back. Normally, I'd be streaming all the way and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But, we will be going on. I'm going to leave you with, yeah, congrats to Hellraiser there, damn. I'll be back in 30, maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. We will see. Thank you, Skitoo. Thank you, Sniper, again, for putting this together. And, guys, I'm going to send you over to my sister, Trisha Payne. Make sure you give her a follow. Oh, wait, is Florentia on? Florentia was taking a break. What do you guys think, Trish? Yeah, let's go to Trisha. Doesn't stream that much anymore, it seems like, or I always miss her. Whatever, fuck it. I'll be back. Go see Florencio, too, if you're not feeling team game. She's playing StarCraft. She loves those 4v4, so make sure you give Trisha a follow. Flo should be in the meeting. Flo hasn't been reading shit on that. That's okay, though. We love him. My bad, though. I already started this. I don't want to back off on a raid for another good friend of mine. All right. See ya, dudes and dudettes.